Right? He explained himself. It was one hell of a party.
Yeah, I was the referee. I was making sure there was no foul play.
Can you imagine this cunt in the background of one of the photos on the couch, mugging out?
Hooray! Welcome back, my friends.
What's happening, pussy?
You dirty little fucking bastards. We return.
That's
Episode 194.
Yeah.
194. God
Approaching
damn.
the 200 mark really quick.
Yeah, that's coming very fucking quick. This whiskey is fucking delicious.
It's good, eh?
It's delicious, man.
We're not going to name it because we don't have a sponsor yet, but the one that shall not be named. Well, I went to the UFC last weekend.
Delicious.
Yeah, how's that?
Yeah, how was that, man?
Bro,
Got away with the win, which is awesome.
Can I quickly show? Like, I'll play it in the mic, but you can see it here, bro. Tori asked after the day was over. She goes, "Were the ticket prices worth it?" Because we paid top dollar, $585 each.
That's crazy
for the nosebleeds, right?
Yeah.
And mind you, we get there, and Tori's like, "Okay, we're row I, seat 135," and I'm like, "All right, sweet." We go up to I, and we're like 5 from the back. Like the back wall is there. We're
That's
5 rows
crazy.
in. And then we get in there and we sit down. We get there real early, like 9:30 a.m. Because I said, I'm going to get my money's worth, you know?
Yeah.
So we're on there for the early fights.
Fuck, so you're there all day.
Yeah, all day, 9:30 till like 4.
Fuck.
And anyway, so we get there and we're sitting in the seats and we watch the first 2-3 fights. We're like mad fights. And then 3 fights in, these guys are sitting next to us and they're like, they keep looking at their tickets, whatever, looking at us. And like, "Hey man, are you in L?" Like, and we're like, "Yeah, we're in L, man. Like, we're here." And he goes, "Can I see your ticket?" And then Tori showed him the ticket, and we were in I, so we were 5 rows forward, like HIJKL. So like 3 or 4 rows.
Oh, you went to I instead of L.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh my god! So it was a happy surprise. Like, even though it was only 3-4 rows, I was like, oh man. And the stadium, right? Like a core stadium, it's very good because it's on an incline.
Yeah.
So you're not far back. Like even though you can still hear the coaches in the corner. You can
Really?
you can see them. Yeah, like when they're yelling and stuff. Like when they're yelling.
Yeah, apparently the stage is like close,
and it's very quiet. And then what Tori said was, it's obvious, but Tori goes, "I'm used to seeing hearing the commentators on TV, but when you're there live, you just hear like fight, and then it's just and the lights." Cut out around the octagon and the lights are just on in the octagon and you just see them like, and then everyone cheers and stuff, but like they're just throwing punches, this and that. You can hear the big shots as well. Like when they land, I could even hear them up there.
Yeah.
What's the view like? Can you actually see what's happening?
So that was my view there.
Oh, fuck, that's not bad at all.
And that's right at the back. And get this, ready? I'll play it. You can hear through the mic.
Oh, that's pretty
This
good.
is his walkout, right? And this is when he got to the octagon. Everyone was singing like "Land Down Under."
Oh, Australia's the best cunt.
Yeah.
They were saying all online. They were saying that's like the best, the best homecoming for a UFC fighter that's ever been had in terms of like even Volk said that topped the Perth one because he lost to Islam just by decision in Perth.
Yeah.
And he thought that was cracker, like in terms of an entrance, but he reckons that was
Sydney. Yeah, fuck yeah.
And it was so funny. Like you get the old like twist this dick. Like people in there, and you're like, But then people say it all day, and you're like, bro,
Shut
like,
up,
come on, you know what I mean? And like, there was this French fighter fighting, and he's like, go back to France. It's like, where's your baguette? You know, I was like,
my God.
Go back to France. And then there was just so many of those, and I always wonder. It's like I wonder if in other countries they are as larrikins like us as we are. Like, as in, do you reckon it's just they do the same shit over in Europe, but it's just in another language? Or do you reckon Aussies have this thing where it's like everyone just yells out shit? And like there was a lot of chee-hoos, like, chee-hoo! Like there was so many chee-hoos. And I'm like, is this just an Aussie thing or is this just a worldwide thing?
I think it's a worldwide thing.
It's probably worldwide.
I think the second you mix sport and alcohol, doesn't matter what country it is, cunts are going to be getting gnarly. I reckon. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just...
Especially in England.
Those cunts would be
they're like
fuck
from
off your fucking...
your fucking Morgan. They start fighting amongst themselves and shit. Like,
But it was amazing.
So worth it? Or
the ticket worth it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually way better seats than I thought. Like, because I got bad eyesight, so that'd be my worry. Like, I can't see what's actually.
Yeah.
So, could you actually make out as well on the TV? Like, could you see what they're doing? And what's
I made
really,
the conscious decision to not look at, because the big screen was right above the octagon, so you had the choice to go to the big screen. But the thing is, I thought I paid this money. I'm not just going to look the whole time at the big screen when they're right there in real life fighting.
Yeah.
So when they're in the center of the octagon throwing, you could see it, right? But when they're up against the fence clinching and stuff, it's hard, depending on what side of the fence they're on, to see the little like niggling punches. Because sometimes they get clipped with elbows or knees, tight knees, and you don't know who gets hit with what. You just see someone drop to their knee and you're like, what the fuck? So when they got to the cage and the cage was kind of a bit like cutting off my vision, I'd look up just to see them really get in those tight shots where you could. But when they're in the middle of the octagon just throwing, you can see.
So
you know
you could full make it out. That's mad.
Yeah.
Was Bruce Buffer there?
Yeah, bro, Bruce Buffer. I got the It's Time video as well. Like, and everyone says it as well. Like, oh, bro, you don't understand. It's like UFC has come so far. Like, I used to watch that shit when people were like, oh, it's a caveman sport, you know, or it's not even a sport. It's just this is like it's caveman shit. And people never thought that it would kick off and whatever, but it's on Paramount, man.
Yeah.
You know,
it's massive
Paramount.
now. It's massive. I'm surprised Volk won, honestly. I'm happy he did. Obviously pleasantly surprised, but I wasn't sure, bro. Like I thought
he did better. He did better in
this
the rematch
time than the last time.
But Diego Lopez broke both his feet, you know.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's insane.
Like not 1 foot, right? You break one and you're like, okay, shit. You break two and he continued the fight.
Yeah,
I want to know
gangster.
what round he broke his feet.
What do you think happens to him next, though? Because
He's all right. Back to the drawing board. But all I can say is he's on the bottom of the heap in terms of who deserves the title.
Because he got two when he probably shouldn't even got the second.
Not the bottom. He's still ranked. But in terms of like, apparently they're going to make what is it? Mosvar and Lerone Murphy, and the winner of that in London fights Volk.
I like Lerone Murphy. I like Prates. He's a sick guy.
Yeah.
He's my favorite fighter right now, I reckon. I'm keen to see
Bro, you
him
know
fight
who's
again.
scary? I was watching highlights today because I was watching Volk. Have you seen Volk's YouTube video that he uploaded of him breaking down the fight?
Oh, no.
Yeah, well, it's really good video. But after I watched a bit of that, then I started watching highlights on Topuria.
Oh, he's a monster.
Yeah.
Hopefully Volk doesn't fight that guy. He's going to get fucking...
He did. He got
lost
slapped. Yeah, he got knocked out already.
Bro, this cunt is a psychopath.
Yeah.
He's like 4'11", then he punches like a reindeer.
Yeah.
Like it's like hard as fuck. Like and then he throws the body shot and it makes him crumble, and then he just goes whack in the face. Like I was like, I would not want to fight that guy. Like holy shit.
He had a
divorce or
divorce
something.
thing. She tried to take the kids and go
So
overseas.
he's gonna come back like angry.
Well, he won the case. So angry or just the same badass he was, you know. I think he would have been angrier. I'd be scary to fight him if he lost that battle and you're the next fight.
Yeah, bro.
It's funny how quick things change in the UFC though, because like Aspinall, everyone was saying the same shit about Aspinall before the Garn fight. Then the Garn thing happened, and now everyone's turned on him. Everyone thinks he's like fucking not as scary. He's not as bad. He's a pussy.
Yeah.
Has he fought since Aspinall?
No, well, he
Like,
might
what's
not fight again. He's had 2 surgeries, 2 eye surgeries.
Aspinall?
Yeah, and he may not fight again. May.
Bullshit.
Yeah, like it's that bad. And Dana White, bro, he's such a cunt, bro.
Yeah.
He's like,
Is he spewing?
yeah, he just kind of, people ask him about it, and instead of going, treating him like the champ that he is, right? He just goes, oh yeah, apparently it's like, surgery. And he goes, by surgery, I mean he had needles in his eyes. So he's already downplaying it.
Injections.
He's
so like taking the piss out of him.
He's taking the piss out of him when that's your boss,
It's Garn's fault, bro.
It's your
Garn's
boss.
poked him in the eyes. How about you do something about the fucking eye pokes? How come like Adesanya goes his whole career never poking anyone in the eyes?
Yeah.
And then you got people like John Jones and Garn who are poking someone
Mighty
in the
Mouse.
eyes every fucking... Yeah, Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse never did it.
poked a single person in the eye.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, these other cunts, they accidental pokes all the time. It's like, bro...
I would be so pissed off if my career come to an end because some cunt poked me. I'd be so angry.
Like you gotta defend knees, elbows, this and that, and
an
fingers
eye
take you out.
Yeah, that's fucked, bro.
I'd rather you finger my asshole in a fight than my eyes.
Yeah, I'd rather get slept, like broken jaw type shit, than
Just an eye poke.
the little fingernails.
You
scratch it.
only get 2 of them.
And like Islanders don't cut their nails and shit, so it's like a long ass. It's like a sword.
Yeah.
Like fuck this cunt.
Talking about the UFC card that I went to on the weekend. Ty, bro, so disappointing, man. So
Did
Ty
he get bashed
fought
again? Yeah.
So the
So
thing
like
is with
8
Ty,
losses?
he's 6 in a row. He hasn't won since February 2022 against Derek Lewis. So that's 6 in a row.
Jesus
I reckon they'll give him one more just because he's entertainment value, because he has a character. If he didn't have any character behind him,
he's out.
He's
yeah.
out. But I think because everyone loves him, like everyone was willing him to win. If you watch that fight again, we're all like, stand up. But I was the only one that I think I was the only one that knew. I'm like, no, he's done. Like
He's gassed.
and then when he actually put pedal to the metal and started throwing punches, he was so gassed that he had to lay on him.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. Like, I love Ty, but he's one of the biggest disappointments in terms of like Australian fighters because he was on the come up. He was beating cunts.
Yeah.
And then, bro, do you know, before COVID, he was in Dubai and he was training with DC, like Daniel Cormier.
Yeah.
He was learning ground game. The only thing that interrupted that experience of him staying there was COVID. Then he had the choice to stay in Dubai for however long or come home. He's obviously going to come home, right?
Yeah.
Had COVID not have happened, who knows where his ground
How
game
good
would
he
have
would
went.
have gotten, yeah.
But he
Yeah.
just kind of, he just doesn't know. If you know how to take someone down and that's his kryptonite. Like if I was fighting Ty and I actually knew how to fight, I would just take him down.
Yeah.
Because, and lay on him. He has no cardio.
I'm going to bleep this out because I'm pretty sure he lives down the road. So next week, where's this Thunder God cunt?
I'm saying like I don't know how to fight. I get slapped like in 2 seconds. But if I was a fighter and I was fighting Ty, I'd be like, all right, well I'm just gonna do a double leg, take down, keep taking him down, keep taking.
That's what I was thinking when I was watching the fight because I was watching at my Mimas. I was like, even my uncle was like, dude, like, what are these bigger fellas? What do they do at camp the whole time? They're not like, how is not like fitness and cardio your number one priority?
Yeah.
You know you're going to get, even the littler guys, after 2 rounds, they're fucking gassed. So these big fellas are doing the whole fucking Incredible Hulk swings, and that takes half the stamina bar. So they're going
it's
one.
all power though.
They got 2 good swings, and then
that's it, man. So how are they not on the treadmill? How are they not practicing just throwing and trying to get the breath? It's like
and the guy
they're just eating Big Macs and throwing haymakers at camp.
The guy that he fought as well had never been out of the first round. Teixeira, the guy. So this was his first time he got pushed. So not only Ty, he had 2 years off or a year off. Ty, this was his first time. So he had some ring rust. He got real fat in between fights as well. Then you got this tall Teixeira Brazilian dude, right? His name's
And he was big.
And he was big,
He was a
right?
big
He's
motherfucker.
6'7", bro. This
Jesus.
guy, you should have seen him against the cage. Everyone else is like this, putting their hands up. He was leaning over the cage like this. And I'm like, what the fuck? He's like,
Ty's fighting a giant.
yeah. So, and don't get me wrong, Ty started attacking those legs, which Ty used more often early in his career. He'd always hit the legs, like leg kicks, but he kind of abandoned that a little bit later in his career. But Teixeira did get pushed, but the thing is, if Ty just had a better gas tank, he could have finished the fight.
Yeah.
But this heavyweight division, though, it's kind of a ghost town, but like it's not a good division anymore. They really need some life in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis is cool, man.
Yeah.
Like
But he's also another. He's 40,
old too,
and he looks 40 in his last fight.
40. That's fucked,
So,
man.
His
40
balls
years
is
old.
definitely hot.
Yeah.
Well, DZ, how have you been, my friend?
Good, man.
You've got a life update for us.
Yeah, I just started working a new job, but
And he's transitioning.
yeah.
He's got tits.
I'm on puberty blockers. The fucking I started working my new job right now yesterday.
Yesterday was your first day.
No, I've been working a bit last week too, but it was mostly similar to my old role. But then yesterday they pull me aside and they're like, "Look, one of these cunts says he's not feeling that good, like he's getting dizzy and shit. He reckons he's all right to drive, but we're gonna send you with him just so you can help him pick the boxes up and do the deliveries and shit." So I'm like, "All right." This cunt. This isn't even the full story. This is one. The guy is like one of those real flamboyant foreign cunts, Filipino dude, and you know those cunts that are like just joking and saying shit, right? But his wife fucking left him recently, so he's saying all this depressing ass shit, but he's still joking and stuff in between. But he's also depressed, and he's like saying the most cooked shit, right?
Oh my gosh.
And first thing I go, we're walking to the van. I'm like, I'm not letting this cunt drive. If he's dizzy and shit, he's gonna be driving and fucking. So I was like, I can drive. I'd drive. So I was driving the van. We're going to the city and shit. And this cunt's sitting in the passenger seat, and he goes, "Dylan, that's your name, right?" I'm like, yeah. He's like, "Do you remember my name?" I'm like, "Nah." To be honest,
Wow.
and he goes, "Oh, you could just call me Love or Sweetheart." Or you know, and then
He's trying to bum him.
no, but then he's saying shit like that, right? And he's like, I'm not gay. I'm like, I believe you, bro, if you say so. But then he's saying shit like, "Oh, do you know the symptoms for depression and shit?" I'm like, bro, I don't know. He's talking about his wife leaving him. He's like, why would she do this? Why would she do this? We're driving.
Oh my
We're driving
God.
past the city. He's like, "Oh yeah, my first job was there." He's like, "Oh, my wife, we used to go there." Fucking memories, man. I'm like, oh my God, this cunt's cooked. And then, anyway, this is the main thing I wanted to tell you, right? We pull up to this joint to deliver. We're delivering eggs, right? We pull up to this shop. and I met the world's angriest man I've ever seen. Then he warns me, this guy I'm driving with, he's like, look, this next guy, he doesn't like anyone. So just, go ring the buzzer, but don't ring it too long because he'll get pissed off. He doesn't like anybody. I'm like, all right, whatever. He's like, he looks like Popeye when he comes out. He looks like Popeye. I ring the bell. The cunt comes out. He's like up to my shoulders, right? He's got a Mythbusters mustache, cunt. And he's bald and he's just wearing like a long sleeve and shit. And he comes out, little fucking dwarfish cunt. And I go, hey, how you going, mate? He doesn't say anything. Looks, he does one of these. He's like, I'm grabbing this shit. I'm like, are you fucking serious, cunt? I'm like, put a smile on your face before I knock you out, you little fucking gnome, cunt.
Wow.
Like, I don't put one on your chin, you fucking cold. And he's getting angry because he doesn't smile. No, but this cunt literally wouldn't say anything. Yeah. Like, and it's not like he was foreign or anything. He was a white Aussie dude. But he warned me too. He's like, this guy's angry. He doesn't like anybody. Yeah. So he's not. It's not a first time thing. He's not having a bad day. He's always like that. Yeah, and I'm thinking, how can you be that miserable in your life that you just. Like,
I mean, if the guy next to you just went through a divorce and he was cracking jokes, I'm sure
that's what I said. I got in the van. I'm like, at least you're not as depressed as that guy. He's like,
I mean, while he jumps out of the car on the M4.
No. He goes, maybe he didn't have his spinach.
Oh, my God.
Oh, fucking hell. And then, we delivered the eggs around. This cunt's just fucking, it was just bizarre, bro. So, he's passing out and shit as well. On the drive home, he fell asleep and shit. He's missing the turns. He's supposed to tell me where we're going. He's asleep. I don't know his name, so I can't wake him up either.
Wait, what's his name?
I don't know.
You still don't know?
To this day, I don't know his name.
You haven't asked him for his name?
Ask?
No. What?
So wait, what do you mean? When he said, do you remember my name? You said no. Didn't you say,
yeah, so what's your name? And you just said, you could call me love or sweetheart. Or
but I would have just been like, no, really though, what's your name?
I just laughed it off. I was like, oh, yeah, all right.
This guy just ignores him the whole day.
No, we were chatting, but I didn't.
So now you have to call him love or sweetheart.
Yeah, well, no. I'll figure out his name.
Oh my gosh, man!
So, and then,
it actually pisses me off when I meet people like that in life that like make shit awkward. Like, not that it's awkward, but like if I feel like it's only a one-way street with just a hey, no, you can't even give me a hey back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get someone going like wanting to have a chat with a random, and the person's like, I'm not in the mood, whatever. But if you're literally like, hey man, how are you? And he's just looking at you like, that is the bare minimum to get through life. Like,
I'm dropping off his eggs. You're like, you don't fucking throw these eggs back in the van and take away, you fucking grumpy cunt. Like, what I'm doing you a fucking favor, you prick.
I'm the worst person. I love when I get in those situations, bro, because I'm like a vulture. If I know you're being weird or you're like sad, I then kind of feed off it. I remember one time I was doing a job, right? And I won't say where it is, but I've pulled up and I'm doing a delivery, right? I've pulled up and there's no one there, right? I'm like, fuck, this is weird. There's usually someone here, like a forklift or whatever. I'm like, oh, whatever. So I've gone into the building of like the work, right? I've actually walked in. I'm looking for someone. And I see this like Asian fella, right? He's down the other end of this warehouse. And I'm like, hey, bro. I'm like, any chance there's like someone with a forklift or whatever? And he turns around from across the warehouse and he goes, you can't be in here. If you don't have a vest, you got to get out. You got to get out. And I was like, don't panic. I've got your delivery. I need a forklift. And he goes, I'm not fucking panicking. And he's like screaming at me. And he's screaming, going off. And I'm just standing there and I'm like laughing. I'm going, well, you obviously are panicking. Then he's getting angrier and angrier and angrier. And he goes, what did he say to me? He goes, if you're going to be a smart ass, I'm not going to get the forklift. I'm not going to get it off. And I went, I've got a crane on the ute, bro. I'll just leave it here on the floor. He was purple. And then guess what? He comes out with his little forklift and gets it off. And I'm standing there like, don't you feel like an idiot now, you fucking idiot? I'm like, fuck it. I'm just cracking up. Like, I'm like, dude, like, why be like this? I'm like, I don't care about what your shit is. I'm just here to get your attention, to do the job.
Yeah.
We can move
some
on.
people, like, they take the law. When I say law, there's like workplace rules, right?
Yeah.
And I get why there's rules in place. High is for a good reason, right? But some people, they want to enforce something. They want to have some bit of authority over anyone. Like anyone. And even if that rule, it's there for a reason. And okay, maybe he didn't know. But why the whole like straight away? Hey mate, excuse me, bro. Do you reckon quickly before I do this? But straight away, you just want to be on the. But then again, you don't know what anyone's gone through. Your mate almost probably jumped out of the car on the freeway. So you don't know. But there's those kind of people. Then there's just people like the guy that you gave the eggs to that just want to.
That's his everyday.
Yeah, he's every day.
It's
So
like-
it's hard, bro, because I'm with you, Iggy. I kind of stand my ground and be like, what the fuck is
Yeah,
your
I was
problem?
like, nah, man.
But I do get that maybe some people have their days, and I guess that, but it's fun being like, it's toxic, but sometimes it is fun matching their shit cuntness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, yes.
People say don't stoop to their level. I get it, but sometimes it's fun.
Especially if you're only going to be there for like 5 minutes. Like, we're dropping off deliveries. So it's a bit fun. Like,
I'm poking. And the funniest part is they're like a frequent customer, so I go back all the time and I see the same guy, and then every time he sees me, he's like, "Oh, hey, bro." I'm like, "Hey, man, how you going?" And then we just talk. And then I'm like, does this guy forget, or he's just, let bygones be bygones? Yeah. But that's the thing with me, is that like, because I'm a little fucking smart ass. I'm the wrong person to do it to, because I'll just poke the bear. Like, I'm surprised I haven't got my fucking nose broken. Fucking look like Owen Wilson. He's got the fucking big bent nose. Yeah.
I usually
poke at him like a bear, like an angry bear.
I'm not like that. I usually try to avoid convo. I'm also working on that. Like, I'm just sick of being like uptight. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to give a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
And I got in another thing that happened last week. So we had a house, right? It's an empty lot next door. It used to be a catchment, and they're knocking them down. They're putting houses now, right? And they're starting to build the houses. And these cunts are moving in. They're building a house, right? And about 6 months ago, because we park our cars on the road or whatever, he put a handwritten note in my windshield. He's like, "Hey, we're going to start building in 2 weeks. Can you not park here anymore?" Whatever. I can't remember the note because it was that long ago. They haven't started building anything or doing anything until now. And these cunts would come in their car, jump out, and start like snipping the grass and like cutting bits of our bush and shit, like on an empty lot. There's nothing there. This is like months ago. They're cutting the grass and shit. Well, what are you cutting the grass for? It's going to get bulldozed anyway, you fucking stupid fuck. And then the other day I blew up at them for the first time because they sent their daughter over. It's a gay couple, right? Like an old North Shore kind of gay couple, right? They sent their daughter, one of their daughters, to come on our door the other day and goes, "Oh, what's your real estate, because we have a fence problem or whatever, and we just need to talk." And I was like, okay, whatever. I gave her the real estate. We get an email from our real estate saying, "There's some hose under the fence that the owners of next door have asked for you to pull over, and they've also said there's a dog living there. Can you tell us the specifics?" So obviously, like, we had the dog there, and, so these cunts have ratted to our real estate about a dog and saying all this other shit.
And they lied to you to get the details.
And I was burning about that. I was burning. I was like, I can't wait till I see these cunts. And that hose thing that's under the fence isn't even ours anyway. It was already there. So they were just pissed off. And they're just all these things. These cunts come in every like fucking other day to cut the grass and just pissing me off. They finally came the other day and I seen them and I walk out and they're like, they never say hey either every other time. But this time they knew I was angry. I was storming towards them. They're like, "Oh, hey. I didn't say hey. I was like, "Did you tell our real estate fucking this and that?" And they're like, yeah. And this pompous cunt's going, oh, I've never rented before, so I don't know how it works. See, we've never rented. We don't know how it works. Like, trying to rub it in, like, fucking, and then I was getting nowhere with him, and then Billy came out and sorted it out, whatever. It's all good now. But that is something I normally wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, fuck these guns. I'm going to fucking say something.
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to, I don't know, like, I don't want to be confrontational either. You know what I mean?
You got to stand your ground.
Exactly.
Sometimes,
I don't want to just be a pushover.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm kind of trying to draw the line. But then also after the interaction, I felt kind of stupid. I'm like, fuck, I didn't achieve anything out of that. Just fucking now we just got beef with our neighbors.
You should have just walked up and said, "Why didn't you just ask me?"
That's what I said. That was my main thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, he's like, look, you don't own the house, so we can't talk to you about the I'm like, I get that, but instead of making it out like some other issue, you could have asked us and we could have got you that information from our real estate instead of trying to snoop it, weasel it out of us.
Yeah.
That's what pissed me off.
Yeah.
It sounds like you tried to backtrack.
Lucky our real estate, they didn't care about the dog or whatever. Don't give a fuck. But like, it's just, shit like that. Like, you have to find that fine line between being a cunt and standing your ground. You know
Man,
what I mean?
if I were you, I'd start fucking flicking the chihuahua's shit over the fence. Once you'd fucking set me off, mate, because I'm a fucking Scorpio. We're petty little cunts.
Yeah.
I will fucking niggle at you now for as long as you live next door to me now. Like, I will niggle and niggle and
Why is there
niggle.
pieces of shit on my doorstep?
Yeah,
You set
mate.
it on fire with a bag.
Oh, mate, I'll be lifting up the window wipers and shit on their cars every morning. Just to annoy them. Every morning they come out to work, the window wipers are all up. Like, you picked the wrong white dude to fuck
You
with.
smear shit on their car door handles.
Well, so
what's happened to you?
regardless, are you enjoying the job?
Yeah, man, the job's good. It's good that, like, well, there still is night shift. So like tomorrow I'm doing night shift. But
Oh,
I
yeah,
told
there
him,
you go.
I'm like, look,
Is it more money, obviously, right? When you do
night shift, yeah.
Yeah,
But I
okay.
told him, I'm like, look, Wednesdays,
No night
I'm not,
shift.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do day shift on Wednesday, no night. She's like, okay, that's fine. So-
Yeah, that's it. Sorted. Yeah, that's
Beautiful.
really good.
And it's not night shift all the time anyway, but like,
Yeah, nice.
What's going on with you, bro?
Myself, so
your
last-
album's out. By the
yeah,
time.
my album is out, by the way. Listening to this, by the time you're listening. So make sure you've checked it all out. Thank you. I've got some messages from people saying they've pre-saved that they're excited. So which is really nice. Let me just get the Instagram name quickly of said person. One of these people is, shout out to Luke, man. I don't know if you listen to the podcast, but this guy's a really fucking cool dude. I actually met this guy at the 4-day festival when we were in Belgium, Joey. I met this guy, and we've still kept in contact since then.
Oh,
That's
really?
mad.
Yeah. So he's a really, really sick dude. Him and his brother, we added each other on socials, and we've been in contact ever since. So this guy's getting into making music. He really wants to work with us too. And I said, yeah, man, like I'll help you out and all this stuff. He sent me a bunch of voice messages and shit. So really cool, man. That's the shit I froth. I froth meeting someone, and then when you can keep the relationship going over the years, you know, you met a genuine person. You know what I mean? So shout out to you, man. I don't know if you listen to the podcast, but yeah, I know for a fact he listens to my music. He sent me a voice message saying he's really excited for the album. So it's a nice feeling, man. Like it feels good, bro. Like so yeah, check it out if you haven't by now. Last weekend, two of my good homies, they bought me and Chloe tickets to a concert as a wedding gift, right?
What's the album name again?
Validation from Strangers.
It'll be out on Friday.
It'll be out on Friday.
By the time
okay.
they listen, it's
Yeah. So by the time this comes out on Monday, the album's already out.
Beautiful.
So yeah, two of my really close friends bought me and Chloe as a wedding gift tickets to a concert. So four of us went together, right? And this, right, amazing night, right? Awesome. We went to see Ocean Alley, Australian band, crazy, right? There was one little thing that confused me about the date. We get there. I'm not going to say the name of this band, okay? We get there, and there is the lead singer, all right? Blonde hair, fucking big rack, right? Not nice rack, right?
Nice set of titties, yeah.
And then we're looking, and
Were they fake? Were they real? What are you talking about?
No,
Do you think it's just
no, they're definitely fakies.
Okay.
And we're looking, and all four of us going, that's a fucking dude. Like, that's a fucking guy. It's a guy out there. And I was like, man, look at this fucking hell. I'm like looking at this dude's boobs. I'm like, fucking Jeff Bezos' boobs. I'm like, fucking hell. And we're like, fuck, it is. It's a fucking tranny, right? Now, I'm not hating. I don't got
What
problems
gave it
with
away that it was a tranny? Was it Adam's apple? Was it thick?
the bulge.
This is what gave it away, which I'm confused about. She's up there, hey, them, HDMI, PS5's up there.
Hey.
Doing it, and the band was awesome. The songs are mad, full vibing up there. They're all fucking jamming out and shit. And this motherfucker goes, hooray! And it's just arm hair.
Ah.
And I'm going,
And he did that on purpose. Or they did that
yeah.
on purpose.
And that's what I said. I said, so the confusion for me is, right, again, I'm not hating, but I'm like, you were a man. You've got titties surgically attached, but you're not shaving your hair off. So why did you? What do you want to be?
I think
Like, what are you
I think
doing?
some people might like the mix. I think it'd be
Do you just want a pair of tits?
yeah. I reckon
Like,
it'd be pretty interesting to see someone that's transitioned but not fully. Like it'd be pretty interesting to see them. Still feels so silly saying that. Them or whatever, naked, right? A big set of titties and then a hog, like a huge
yeah,
hog.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'll be down to see that. Like I wouldn't be down to do anything with it, but it's like it'd be kind of interesting. Like you see a naked woman, you're like, okay, yeah, you might be like, oh, they're mad, whatever.
Mad,
but you
like,
know what it looks like. See a naked guy, you're like, oh fuck, put it away, whatever. You said, but I got what you got.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then you see both together.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Transformers went wrong, you know?
Yeah, well, I just didn't understand because then I was thinking, I was like, okay, all right, so whatever. And then I ended up going down the rabbit hole. I Googled the band, and apparently the singer's been diagnosed with like severe bipolar and all this crazy shit. So I'm like, okay, so there's obviously some mental stuff involved. But I was thinking, I said, but then I was like, but wait a second. I was like, what if the age-old saying of what would you do for fame and riches? All right. So I'm thinking, could this band have been maybe not going nowhere, a bit maybe stuck or whatever, not the best streams? So then the lead singer's gone, fuck it. I'll transition. Like, did they really even want to transition, or are they just doing it? So that's the shtick. That's the image of the band. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was just real confused. I'm like, well, there's obviously mental stuff involved here.
Were they talented though? Like
They were good. They were fucking.
I think it's just a matter of like they're good. They're good at their craft, but then one just happens to be.
Their Spotify's got like 7 monthly listeners, 7 million monthly listeners.
Yeah, so they're good.
Like-
yeah, it's I think it's just one of those things where there's so many talented people out there and so many from so many different walks of life, and I think this one just happened to be transition and whatever, you know, and whatever. Shout out to him. Or whatever floats your boat. What did Bob Catter say? A million blossoms bloom. Let a million blossoms bloom.
But I won't be spending any time on it.
Because out in Northern Territory, people are getting eaten by crocodiles.
I'm not hating, right? I was just confused. I'm like, so I don't get it. Like, why do that and then keep the arm hair and the bum fluff and the chin beard? I was like, well, what's the shtick here? Like, are you one or the other, or are you trying to do the whole, I want to be both?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, they're just fucking mentally insane.
Yeah.
All right. Fucking hell. Like,
that's
come
the
on,
thing.
cut the shit,
That's
bro.
the thing, right? It's a lot of. I'm trying to steer this ship politically correctly, right? But also, it is proven though that not all, but a lot of these people that you know do transition do have some kind of mental illness where they literally think that like they're trapped in another when they're really not. Fair enough.
Check it out.
If you think you feel more feminine than what you actually are, when you know what I mean, like, and you're like, oh, I'm a guy, but I feel so feminine. Whatever, do what you want to do. You have your own free. But you know, I will say this though. I've been to a lot of baristas in my time, all over the world, and I promise you, if there is a lady or a man or whatever it is, it could just be a lady, right, with hairy armpits. Or a trans
get her to make your coffee.
Get her to make your fucking coffee. Because we went overseas. It was just a woman with like that was like hippie and like, but I remember she was in an apron and that back in the comments. She just went like this, like, oh, and I remember going. I was like, I grabbed Tori and I was like, and it was just a woman with hairy armpits, and I went, oh, and then Tori's like, oh, like, don't judge whatever, and I'm like, oh no, like. She's going,
and then you're pulling the little hair out of your cappuccino. Curly hair.
It was the best coffee I've ever had. I was like, oh my God.
But the reason I say that is, look, I know there's trans people who are great and normal, right? I know some of them, right? But you saying this guy has bipolar and she's clearly a fucking crazy person, all right? You're not a trans, you're a crazy person. You might think you're trans because you're a crazy person. If you're a crazy person, you're more likely to think you're trans.
Yeah.
You're not truly a trans. You're just a fucking nutcase.
I think it's more weird to not fully transition and keep the cock and have the titties. Do you know what I'm saying? Then, like, if you keep the cock but have the titties, or
maybe you just want to play with some tits while you're sitting at home.
while you're jerking off.
Look, man, do what you want, all right? I don't care. I'm just saying.
fuck it, hell, man. Well, get this right. This is actually quite. Quite interesting. This says here, approximately 74.5% of the LGBTQ community experience a mental health disorder in their lifetime. Nearly 60% reporting a mental health condition within any 12-month period, according from data from the Australian Bureau of Statistics.
In the least shocking news to anyone.
But does this include like just gay and lesbian people?
No. LGBT.
What's LGBT? Is that just?
So that's like blue hair.
I thought it was lesbian, gays.
Yeah, it's lesbian, gay, bi.
I think they got
lesbian and gays as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think they got grouped in, and I don't know how they felt about that because for so long they were the
the leftover percent is the gays and the lesbians. So it's 100% of everyone else.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Because I feel like for so long being gay or lesbian was like being gay or lesbian was a big thing, but now they've been grouped in with what is now kind of related to more mental illness. Where I think it's not really gay and lesbian people. I think it's the ones that literally just
it's the blue hair and shit.
It's the crazies, you know.
Yeah, honestly, if I was gay, I'd be actually kind of angry getting.
Yeah.
I'd be like, come on, bro. Like, I just like to suck dick. Like, I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
I just prefer penis in my mouth.
Yeah. And I'm good at it.
Yeah.
You know?
Like,
look, I think we should have just left it at LGNT. All right, you can be trans. That's okay. But do we need Q's and I's and pluses and fucking Z's and whatever? Like, what the fuck is that shit, bro?
But bro, even 80% of bisexual people have experienced a mental disorder in their lifetime.
Really? Maybe that's because they fuck both genders, so they have that's double the crazy. Like you're fucking guys and girls. You're dealing with like you're dealing with crazies on both
You're
sides.
getting fucked over by men, and you're getting fucked over by women.
And isn't it like as well the divorce rates for gay guys is the least? Isn't it like the divorce rates is the lowest with gay men?
Is it
It's the highest with
lesbian?
women, like lesbians?
Yeah, of course it
and
is,
then
yeah.
heterosexual, and then
Gay men.
gay men. Because guys will just fuck each other, right? And then when someone's overthinking, they'll be like, just have a beer. And you're like,
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, true. Like, whatever.
Right.
Like,
Oh, can you imagine a lesbian couple, bro? No offense, it's the two bitches nagging at each other when they get home. Oh my god, that would be fucking horrendous.
you could, I'll tell you what.
That'd be fucking horrendous.
Imagine that. They both get home and they're both nagging at each other to do the chores and shit. None of them want to do it. I said to do this. And
How do they drive?
imagine how good they eat pussy.
they can't get out of the driveway. They're just fucking 3-point turning in the driveway and reversing up the street and shit.
That's a joke.
Oh,
We're joking.
They can eat pussy like no tomorrow, though. Imagine their pussy eating skills.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they know what the...
Yeah.
Same goes for gays. Like, they know how to suck dick.
That would
Like, imagine
oh.
you know how you want your dick sucked, right? So if you were gay, you would just be like, oh,
I think every straight man in his lifetime should get his asshole eaten by a gay dude. Just once. Just to try it.
That's a strange thing to say.
You don't reckon?
No.
Not even one time.
if I did, I would either murder him and bury the body after,
No.
or I would just... It's a vow of secrecy.
Gay. No one's gonna. You're gonna take this to the grave.
Yeah.
You might tell your wife because I tell my wife everything. Gay man of your
sorry,
choosing.
Now. Okay, now. I thought you were just saying in general, like, my life now. That would be
now.
a gay man of my choosing. Ricky
Gay-
Martin. Ricky Martin for
Yeah.
sure. Hey,
Yeah.
what is it? What's that song?
Viva la vida
vida
loca.
Live la vida
Eating that
loca.
shit like a corn on the cob.
Oh,
It's
God.
like that question. Would you rather not fuck a goat and everyone thinks you fucked a goat, or fuck a goat but no one will ever know?
Oh, I'm fucking that goat, bro.
Yeah, you fucking go.
Yeah. I'll fuck it till it gives me some cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Gay male couples have some of the lowest divorce rates compared to lesbians.
What is it?
Yeah, you were right. Gay male
Yeah.
couples have the lowest divorce rate compared to lesbian and heterosexuals.
Yeah.
Was-
Well, is the divorce rate with the heterosexuals, is it really 50%?
what's a heterosexual? Is that us?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's like oral steroids.
It's when you're straight, but you get a gay guy to lick your asshole.
Just once.
Yeah, it's only 5% of Australian gay men couples end up getting divorced. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then, see,
Shrimp on the Barbie and a cock in your ass.
See?
That's all we need.
I mean, what would they argue about?
there's nothing to argue about.
like the footy. That's about it. Even then, like,
yeah, unless they support a different footy team, they're both at home. They just take turns barbecuing.
yeah.
know?
Although, I wonder, like, because men. I mean, I'm generally speaking here, but I can probably say that most men are hornier than most women. Like, maybe there's probably more horny men out there. If you had a stat, I think men put sex on a higher pedestal than women. Not in a general sense. There would be outliers. There'd be some freak women out there that would be just...
Oh, yeah.
Then there's some men that are kind of like, whatever. But overall, I think men are the sexual kind of beings now. With gay men, because they're more promiscuous, and I've come across a lot of gay guys, and I'm a hit with the gay guys. I've been hit on by gay guys more times than I can count.
Yeah, so is he.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't get me
Yeah,
started.
and I actually enjoy it. I'm just like, you know what? It's actually an ego boost. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Like,
Nah,
it's
man.
not like I don't feel like threatened. That's the thing with women. Women still feel threatened when men hit on them, and I feel sorry for them because of that. But I'm like, I don't feel threatened unless it was a big butch
Yeah,
guy.
well-
Unless Ty Tuivasa turned gay and he tried to fuck my ass, then I'll let him. But
A gay
anyway.
guy's less threatening than most other normal
Yeah.
guys.
But like my point being, with men, gay men, we're talking about less divorce rate, and you said what would they argue about? The one thing I could think of, would there be more chance of cheating because you got horny guys, or at least,
Yeah.
or I don't know, maybe I'm generalizing here because I was saying how guys, I think, as a total, if we had a statistic, I'd say there'd be more horny guys out there than horny girls. So you get two gay guys, and I've met a lot of gay guys in my time, and you get your ones that are kind of, reserved, but you get a lot of them that are just like,
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
to stick in my dick so far in your fucking eye. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's just they're horny cunts, you know what I mean? Like, it's like,
Yeah, but
and fair enough.
That's
fair
the
enough.
thing that I'm pretty sure gay dudes are like savages. They're like bumming
Yeah.
each other every night type shit. That's why they're happy. They're just coming home.
But you know what, guys?
Baby oil,
Do you
and
know
it's
what- do you
just
know
like.
what? I think they've unlocked the secret because our G spot is in our asshole. Like, what if we were all
right.
supposed to be
Hold
gay?
on a second. I'm going to ruin something for you.
All right.
So we laugh at gay dudes, right?
No, I don't really laugh.
Why do we laugh?
Oh, we're laughing now, but I don't see a gay guy.
No,
Like,
really good.
we see a gay guy, we're like,
No. We're laughing now, right? How good does it feel to chuck a shit?
yes.
So imagine taking a dick in the ass.
Yeah, but it's coming out, not going in.
that dick is going
Right.
in and out.
But I have chucked a big. I have done a big enough shit where it felt like I was getting reverse anal though. It tore my asshole. So
That's what I'm saying. So what if one day the gay people literally become a... Okay.
Chucking shit doesn't feel that good, man.
Who was the first caveman to bum another dude? So he chucked the shit in the bush and he went, ooh, 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 that felt good. And he's pointing at his mate's cock and he's like, in. That's how it all started. Had to have been.
or he shat in the wintertime, right? And his fecal matter froze up. And he thought, that felt really good coming out. So he fucked his own ass with that frozen shit.
That could be a possibility.
See, it's conversations like these where I understand why people say podcast equipment needs to be more expensive.
No, man. These are things that need to be studied, man.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so you were completely right, man. Spot on. The divorce rate. I was just looking at on Reddit quickly because, yes, I do think probably men are more horny, but
You know
you'd be
what I'm saying?
surprised on Reddit the amount of posts you get. Again, it's all anonymous. You don't know what to believe of men and women like literally saying, "Dude, like I'm a full sex addict. Like I'm struggling."
That's what I was saying. Yeah, it is
and
generalized.
it's like and the comments, there's like 200 comments, 400 comments, 100,000 upvotes. Like it's just.
Yeah.
But again, it's all anonymous.
Yeah.
So this could be just
The same guy.
some fat weirdo at home
Yeah.
jerking off, and that's his thing.
Playing with his tits. Playing with his fake tits.
and he gets off on people's stories and shit. Like, I don't know.
I love how DZ's judging us for this conversation. He was saying minutes ago that he would he's like playing with his fake tits.
Yeah, I'm just saying I would play with my own fake tits and jerk off.
You
So
would.
That guy.
You would while you're rapping.
I wouldn't have fake tits in the first place, but I don't do what you want. All right, I'm not judging you guys.
Yeah, we're not judging,
Yeah,
man.
but we're not. We're having. It's all for the laughs. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would this podcast be without a banter, without some laughs?
No, I'm actually curious on the first gay person ever.
Yeah.
It would have had to been
No, but it's the
first person.
It's the first person. It was Adam and Steve. It wasn't Adam and Eve. Okay, no, but like, yeah, it was so normalized. Like we said back in the day, the Roman Empire. Like, it didn't start with like Caesar. It was way before.
Yeah.
But now it was only because now we made genders. We made this whole gender thing.
Yeah.
We made that a solid thing where. You know, people had little fuckboys all the time, like guys. But then we
true.
now went like, oh no, we can't do that. And
Yeah, that's
you know,
true. That's true.
That's the thing. Like, it's so weird how that happened. And then now it's like normalized, which is, I showed my family that video of that news reporter going, oh, what are we doing with that two guys making out? Because we were talking about that at the dinner table. My dad, we were talking about how shows now, like we were saying about how shows like. Do whatever you want, but it's like sometimes it doesn't. It's not
Doesn't need to be there. Yeah,
but then
yeah.
Tori was biting back, and Tori was like, "Yeah, but it's inclusivity. It's all that." And I said, "I get you. No, but
fuck
no,
that inclusivity
but
shit
I
off.
get it. As in, like, it needs to be normalized.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if I'm watching like, because Netflix or maybe not Netflix, but there was a streaming service that got in trouble. Not heaps of trouble. They just had to take it down. There was a kids show where they started talking about sexuality, this and that.
Yeah.
So. It's not only bleeding into Game of Thrones. It's not bleeding into like shows that
Bleeding into
adults
kids,
watch.
man,
When it gets
yeah.
to the kids, it's like it's not a matter of is this normal or not. It's like we get it, but it's just like Anyway,
No.
But this is the hard hitting topics we talk about on FireCast.
Yeah. Do we have any questions?
No, we don't have any questions. We'll go straight to the news.
Oh, well, I guess that's the fucking news penis, I know.
That then takes us to.
Hey. So, should we play a snippet of our next single? When's that come out?
The 20th, was it?
20th? Now, shout out to Hods, man.
Yeah.
It's from Queensland. So far on the album, we got Genie and Hods. Shout out. And I love, again, I got verses back within 48 hours. They both took direction with the song.
As in, you gave them
I just sent them the beat. He didn't even have a verse for either of
no
the
theme
songs.
for the song.
No
nothing.
They
theme.
inspired me.
No, nothing. No theme, no substance. I just sent the beat. I got a verse back from both of them within 48 hours. So I love that. They take a bit of direction. They're not scared to give it a go. And then this guy sends me back, the verse of this song. And I was like, what the fuck? I sent it to this guy. I'm like, dude, listen to this fucking shit.
And I wrote to it straight away. I had no idea what to do with this beat. And then when you sent me that, I was like, straight away started writing.
Listen to this shit. So this is coming out on the 20th of February. So it'll be after my album.
Is it the 20th?
Shout out to Hodds, man. This shit's
Killed this
gangsta.
shit, dude.
Take time, baby, please take time with me. Fuck up your waist, that they wine on me. Ready, any girl that my eye can see. I clutch the rug when I ride these streets. She grip the sheets when she bend her knee. She my trap queen, break a P with me. She my gangsta boo, she gon' roll my tree. This is the truth, this is all I need. Nigga gonna get my love, nigga gonna get my trust, nigga gonna get.
Bit of DZ's verse.
I killed this shit though.
This is like some Chris Brown shit.
Let it ride.
Yep.
Let's go.
You tell me if you really wanna ride with me, cause with my eyes can see you looking fine to me. But company ain't something that I really like to keep, cause I've been burned too many times by bitches lying to me. Now if I want it, I could get it, that never really a problem. Burning many trees and we sick but nobody coughing. Popping rat-tat-tat when I hit a body is dropping. Now see the way I do it and ask if I do it often. Come on when I tell them they know that I'm being honest. And you can probably guess that my answer isn't too shocking. Focus on my money, I never been one for talking. Wasting all my time so your presence ain't what I fuck with. Matching with this caliber, doubt to get the next batter up. I flattened her and had enough hate that I had to damage her. Ravenous and managed to crash it until they sat as fuck. Narcissistic prick aim at anybody who made enough raw. Good to gal be my distraction.
No! Shut the gates, bro! You're too good.
Yes, sir.
Hey, he does it again. Hey, the flow switch.
Always.
And I love how you can tell that he inspired you with that verse because that hook that he was doing, you kind of started your verse off not mirroring the hook, but your cadence followed that hook.
100%.
And then you're like, okay, boom, change the pace.
That song was because of Hodds. That whole I just had the beat, but I had no substance, no nothing, and this cunt. I love this shit, right? I frothed this shit. I sent him the beat, and he responds and goes, bro, this beat is fucking gang. And I think that's where he got the idea because me and him kept calling each other gangsters. So he was like, bro, this beat's fucking gangster. And I'm like, because when I first messaged him, I'm like, dude, I went for your fucking Spotify, man. It sounds fucking gangster. Like, yep, jump on the album. Send him this beat, right? And I cooked this beat up for these two, right? Not knowing what it was going to turn into, right? When you cook up a beat, a lot of the times it's not like, with him, it's one and done. I can cook any type of beat, and I know this guy can spit over it. But a lot of artists, they struggle, right? And I'll send them a beat, and they always go back and go, "Oh no, do you have something a bit more like this, or can you slow it down?"
They're not as versatile.
They're not as versatile. You know what I'm saying? So he responds and goes, "I send him the beat." He responds an hour later, and he goes, "Bro, this is fucking gangster." He goes, "I've got my daughter tonight, but I'm still gonna write to it. If not, worst case tomorrow." I was like, "No, I'll take your time." Thinking a couple weeks. The next morning, he was like, "Hey, bro, listen to this." And he sends me the demo. And it's that first verse of him going, "Take time, let me please take time." And I went, what the? I was like, dude, yes, cunt. I was like, yes. I was like, yep, straight away, stem it out, send me the vocals. Let's fucking do it. And his only request was, he goes, "Crank the auto-tune." I was like, yeah, bro, fucking over, man. And then I sent it to him. And then the next day, the verse is back. And the song's done like boom, 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 less than a week.
Is there, how many verses? One or two?
Well, he's got 2 verses. I got 1.
Yeah.
So he's actually got more verses than me.
Yeah.
Song, so.
Yeah.
But
which is good, bro, because I feel like you got to share the love around. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Right,
fuck,
perfect.
man, he nailed it,
He
bro.
smashed
Honestly,
it.
like
He
I
fucking smashed
think
it.
his 2 verses would be.
Was that
better
a
than-
hook or a verse? His first one. The first was opening. It sounded like a hook.
Nah. They sound like hooks, but they're actually
They're
two
verses.
verses. The part where the vocal chop's going, no, that's the hook. And I said to him, I said, bro, give me a verse and then a hook if you can come up with a hook idea. and DZ can do 2 verses or whatever. And he comes back and goes, "Nah, man, I've got 2 verses on this." And then he left the hook empty. So I thought he was going to do a hook, but we've now just left it with the vocal chops. And he where the hook is, so instead of doing 16 bars, this guy's done 24 bars. Because it's meant to be 16 and 8, which is the verse and then a hook. But he's just rapped right over the hook.
Through the hook, yeah.
He's rapped through the hook. So I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I'll leave it at that. Because I thought he was going to try to come up with a hook. But then when he just rapped straight, because I originally then was going to say, okay, how about we do 2 verses him, 2 verses DZ, and then come up with a hook. But when he sent it back that he just rapped right through it, I was like, nah, fuck it. I was like, it sounds fucking hectic. We'll just leave the vocal chops as it is.
Yeah.
All good. You don't want to over sprinkle the salt in the dish, you know what I mean? So I was like, bro, done. So
Although
again,
I love me some salt. I love when you get on the beat, bro. Every time, bro. I'm not even just saying this. My hairs stand up on my arms. I get goosebumps, bro. It's fucking...
You're a sick cunt.
So shout out to you, Hods, man. That shit's amazing. Shout out to
Big
Jeannie.
shout out, bro.
I've got to cook up a fresh beat this weekend. I've got someone else who's very keen to jump on the album.
I haven't written in a while.
Here's another thing too,
I
right?
feel like you're putting them out lately. I feel like you've got on a good start to the year.
We're doing good.
Good start to the year.
real good.
He is. He definitely is.
Yeah, we're doing real good. And my socials and shit are like fucking growing and shit. So we're doing fucking real good. But just one quick thing on that topic as well, right? So one of my reels on my Instagram has gotten a bit of traction, right? It's like fucking 5,000 views, like 20 something comments, heaps of likes and shit. And something as simple as all I did was I put the caption, "Who wants to feature on it? Mine and DZ's 4th project." That's how I met Hods, Genie, because of that post. So they commented on that post saying, "Yep, me," or "Let's work," or whatever. I'm like, yeah, no worries. So I responded to everyone saying, "Yep, send me some work, send me some work." Some people don't get back to you. Hods did, Genie did. So I then do my research and due diligence. I go through their Spotify's, their SoundClouds, and I go, bro, gangster, these guys are pumping out music. Let's do it, right? So then I cook up the beat for fresh. So it's like a time thing. That all takes days, right? A couple of days to get going. If you're someone, right, it's because someone did it. I'm not going to name the person, but someone did this to me. He comments. I say, "Hey, bro, send me some stuff." And he responds, "Look through my profile."
Go eat someone else's ass.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
First of all, right, if you're coming to me, right, you got to stroke my ego a little bit. Make me feel like I'm the talent scout looking for pitch yourself. You know what I'm saying? First of all, again, numbers doesn't matter, and this is going to sound arrogant, but it's true. In the music industry especially, it's just a numbers game. If I've got fucking 5,000 followers on Instagram, 6,000 followers on YouTube, he's got 7,000 followers on TikTok. I've got fucking 800 monthly listeners. He's got 900 monthly listeners on Spotify. I've got 700 followers. My numbers are more than yours. Why are you telling me to look for your shit? I don't give a fuck about your music.
But isn't it also like,
to me.
If you're the producer, I might be wrong on this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're the producer and they can only rap, unless he can produce as well, doesn't he need... Or can he produce?
No, most of them can just rap. They're just rappers.
So you are kind of like the person that glues it together. So if someone wants something to sound crisp, which, like we've said before, with, mastering beats, this and that, whatever, it all comes down to how it sounds. It doesn't matter how good you rap, or it does, but if the beat's overlapping your voice, it sounds very, echoey or whatever, it's going to sound trash. People that want to get their name out there, you're trying to get your name out there, I understand, but it's kind of like if... You know what I mean? Like if they got to get back to you, kind of thing.
Yeah, no, of course not. I'm not trying to sound like an arrogant cunt, but it's like, dude, like I said, because it's all a time thing. Like, so with Genie, right? He was the first feature we had on this album, right? And again, I respect him because same thing. We spoke a little bit. He sends me his stuff. I then do my. I'm not that guy. I'm not a piece of shit where I'm going to get you to send me and I'm going to go 4 weeks later. No, I'm here, sitting right here behind this camera, and I'm going for your shit now at this point. You've sparked curiosity, killed the cat, bro. Like, I'm now looking for your shit. Okay? So I'm listening to songs and I'm going, bro, this is gangster. Okay. I said to him, Genie, if I cook up a fresh beat, how quick can you get me a verse? He goes, bro, 3 days, tops. Okay, done. Me making the beat's going to take me a whole arvo. It's going to take me a couple hours. I then got to mix it, I master, I polish it up. I send it, then I got to send it to him. He might not like the beat. He might go, nah, I don't like it. Okay, sweet. It's our fucking album. Okay, change the beat, send it again to, you know what I'm saying? So I send him the beat. He fucks with it. Okay, cool. Send it to Genie. Genie, the next day, he sent me back a 16. Bro, Let's fucking go. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm here for. Let's fucking roll. All right. Same thing with Hods. Go, dude. I like your shit. How quick can you get me a verse? He literally said, I've got my daughter, but I'm still gonna fucking write.
But that's good though, because it's networking. Like you can have those boys onto more songs in the future.
Exactly. Now in the future, I want to work with this cunt.
Yeah,
I want to work with Genie.
I
want to work with these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because and then it relieves a bit of pressure off him as well all the time, fucking coming up with these 32 bar fucking hooks and things, and it's networking, and then it's numbers for all of us now. Because his listeners, he might have 100 listeners, and they're going to now come to my page when we release the album. They're going to go to DZ's page. We're all going to now be bumming each other's fans.
Well, I know that as a consumer, I've plenty of times I've been listening to whether it's a UK rap artist or American or whatever. They have a feature with someone,
and then you suss it out.
I like the verse, and I'm like, oh, who's this guy? And I go into his what's it called, the page, the fucking discography?
Yeah.
Discography page.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh shit, and I get on a rabbit hole with this person and follow on Spotify.
That's how it begins, right?
Yeah.
But then this motherfucker goes, look for my profile. I was like, no, dude. Fuck off. Incorrect, right? And then I had another guy, shout out to this guy. I'm not going to say his name just yet because I haven't sent him anything yet. Bro, this motherfucker sent me a folder of all his unreleased shit. That's how keen this guy is to show me his work. I'm like, bro, let's go.
Yeah.
So I've gone through it. I'm like, bro, let's do it. I'll cook up something fresh. How quick can you get me a verse? I'll send it to him. Even if it takes you a week, I'm easy. Like, just don't do what a lot of people do. And then 3 weeks in, it's like, bro, the beat's just sitting on my hard drive, sitting on your hard drive. You know, you're going home smoking fucking bongs and billies and drinking and fucking writing 2 lines at a time. And then you're fucking, you're jacking off and playing games. Like, nah, man. I want to fucking get this shit cranking. Project, next project. I don't like making a project and then sitting on it, fucking twiddling my thumbs off with the fairies, going, look at this. I want to do the project or the song, and then I stem it out and I delete it off my computer.
Yeah.
I have everything saved on one main hard drive, which is all our music backed up from all the way up to our Supervillain EP, which is our first project, right? I've got everything from then until now backed up and saved. But once it's finished, I don't want it on my computer hard drive. Takes up space. It's collecting dust. It's done. Next one. So I want to do these things, move on. Hectic. Now we've got Hods and Genie. Hectic, new artist in the back pocket. Let's work. You know what I'm saying? Now the next time I come up with this fucking weird Rastafari, crisp, breezy type beat, who's the first person I'm going to hit up? Fucking Hods.
Yeah.
The next time I have, because Genie jumped on this really kind of like a dark, like melodic type beat, the Asylum song.
Melodic, yeah.
Next time we've got something dark and melodic, who am I going to hit up? Fucking Genie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it just... That's how then the ball gets rolling. So, yeah, a lot of you guys, not a lot of you guys, some of you really need to learn how to network and approach this shit. You know what I mean? And again, I'm not trying to sound like an arrogant cunt, but if I've got fucking 5,000 followers and you've got 100, I'm not going to waste my time going through all your shit because I know you're probably doggers. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, bro, pitch yourself to me. Like, literally.
Sell me this pen.
Yeah, and literally, do me the whole sell me the pen. And just give me a little story, man. I'm from here, bro. I don't have much time, but if there's another guy, shout out. I went through his stuff, and I was like, dude, this is really good. And he said to me, he goes, look, I'll be honest with you. He goes, I don't have a home set up. I have to get studio time.
I hate that shit.
So it might take me a while. I said, all right. I said, at least you told me. You know what I mean? At least he's good. I respect it. Because then what if he just goes, yeah. I then cook up this beat, waste the whole afternoon, send it to him, and then I'm now waiting on this peanut. Or he then takes the beat and resells it.
Yeah.
He resells it to one of his homies for $10. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you just don't know what these cunts are fucking doing. So,
I get where it's hard for a lot of people, but if you really want to do this music shit, you really need
You
a
rap
home
in
setup.
your closet? Are you still
Yeah.
rapping?
Yeah.
Oh, you still do it?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So it's like, and then this guy raps in his closet, and the beat you just heard, him on that verse, that's him doing
In the
that
closet.
in the closet.
Literally.
Yeah.
I've made songs in my car. I've made songs in the car before. Like a studio is always going to sound better, right? It's going to be more comfortable. It's going to be cooler. It's going to be better. But if you want to be consistent and try to build yourself a little following,
You need the
you
home
need
setup.
consistency, and you need that home setup. You need to buy a Scarlett Focusrite interface. It's going to cost you $300. You need to buy
A what? A Scarlet what?
It's like the
red box
the
there.
red box that the microphone plugs
see
into.
that red box right there, Joey?
Oh, yeah.
Under my computer
That's
screen?
one of the cheapest and most
And
reliable.
what does that do?
That's what your mic plugs into.
Yeah,
Like,
and then so you plug your microphone into the box,
So
and
it
then
sounds
you
crisp.
You plug the back of the box into
your
the
laptop
computer.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
So you need a computer. That box would be $300. A laptop, shitty little laptop. Mine's shitty. I've had it for years. And a mic. My mic's Rode Rode mic. It cost me about $300 as well. So for like, $600, $800, you can get yourself a shitty little setup. I've had the same setup since my first song. It hasn't changed. Same exact setup.
Yeah.
And if you,
That's crazy.
it's not going to be as good as studio time, for sure. Keep getting studio time if you can. But you need that home setup too. If you get a spark, you get an idea, you can just get it down.
If you're only making 4 songs with studio time, or you're making 40 songs a year.
Exactly. Yeah. But anyway, so that's the first bit of news. Our songs, our album, your album's out. Our song, pre-save it. Joey, what happened in the world? A lot's happened.
Okay, well, I'm going to start off with the real life Breaking Bad. A young man from the UK won 2.4 million euro on Euro Millions while working a regular job. Instead of disappearing into quiet life, he used the money to fund a cocaine operation.
What?
Bankrolling supplier, vehicles, and logistics. He wasn't some street-level dealer. He was acting like a financier, putting serious cash behind the operation and living flashy while doing it. The whole thing unraveled pretty fast. Police linked him to large-scale drug distribution and the lottery win, which should have been untouchable. Actually became evidence of how he funded the crime itself. He was arrested, convicted, and jailed, losing both his freedom and most of his money.
Could have just taken the money, bro.
The irony is what makes it such a Breaking Bad style story. Is he didn't turn to crime out of desperation. He already had the golden ticket. He just chose ego, thrill, and fast money over walking away clean.
Apparently, he was doing it under the nose of his wife, so the wife had no idea.
Yeah,
they're real Breaking Bad.
So much like Breaking Bad. But like he literally won the lottery, and this guy was just like, you know what? Apparently,
I'm gonna fuck it all up.
I don't know if this is the same story, but I swear he had his son working for him.
Yeah, his son was working for him. Yeah.
He had his son working for him. He had a few dealers pushing for him, including his son. And
what a dumber.
Yeah.
I don't know. I respect the hustle, man. Use money to make more money, man. But why drug? He could have started a business.
Yeah, he could have bought a fucking Nando's or something, bro.
Or just invest in property and let it just build.
Yeah, yep.
Some people just love that thrill, you know?
He was sitting home watching Scarface.
And it doesn't sound like he was made for the drug life anyway, you know what I'm saying?
That's the house.
What the hell? That looks like shit.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That looks like fucking...
Yeah, maybe you're snorting the rest, because that
looks like a house from 1800s, bro.
Yeah.
So, inside the house, they found high-spec machinery.
They started selling weapons as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot that detail.
What, like fucking spears and battle axes and shit? Like that house, bro.
In that olden day house.
Knight's armor.
Hey, you might offend the English.
He's got horses back there too.
The group were under police surveillance. I don't know for how long, doesn't say. When officers finally swooped on a hired van, it was found to contain 2.6 million diazepam tablets with a street value of up to 5.2 million. So these guys are selling the whole prescription.
Yeah, prescription drugs.
I don't like that, man.
People take that shit crazy.
Yeah.
Prescription drugs.
That's just not good for you.
I mean, none of it is, but especially the prescription shit as well, because it's so like
it's so addictive.
It's so attainable. If you can get that prescription, it's just like it's a repeat.
Yeah,
repeat.
And you get hooked on that shit.
Wow, that's the machinery. That's insane. Look at that. The tech you need to press pills.
That looks like my work.
That is crazy.
DT's working in the lineup.
That is crazy. That's him there, man. Look, little old codger.
Yeah. Yeah, what the hell,
He
bro?
looks
This
like
guy,
Meepa, bro.
You know what? Who says people's ambition dies when they get older? This guy's fucking trying to get out there, man.
Bro, if you're that old already and you've just won, wouldn't you just take the money?
But maybe that's what he was thinking. Maybe he goes, I've won all this money. What the fuck am I going to do with it? Let's just go for broke.
No,
Does it say how long he's going to do in jail? Or no? Because it doesn't sound like he was subtle with it either. You know what I mean? And when you have someone that was like just working a regular job and all of a sudden he's living in an old fucking home, but like apparently it was a expensive house.
Didn't look like it.
Didn't look like it, eh?
This is what the wife had to say. I thought he was just pottering around the back like most old blokes do.
That's so funny.
Poor thing. That's fucked. I would have told my wife, man. I told my wife everything. I was like, babe, I'm doing it. Are you with me or not?
Yeah, but
you know
most women are the brains in the operation. So she would have been like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't tell her. Do you know what I'm saying?
She would have been like, how about we take that money and do something else?
Yeah.
Wow. How long? I'm trying to see if there's I just want to see how long they were getting away with this for.
I don't think it was a
sounded
lengthy,
pretty quick, yeah.
I don't think it was a lengthy operation.
Yeah, his son was involved, 36 years old.
You can ask the AI, say, when did the guy who got arrested who won the Euro Millions win the lottery? Right, because he would have started shortly after he won the lottery, I'm assuming.
I know.
Crazy, we couldn't do this fucking 3 years ago.
I know, right? And I'm so poor at like my prompts are so like my ChatGPT is probably like, this guy's retarded. It sounds like So
yeah, I use that shit so much, bro. I'm definitely autistic. As soon as we start watching a show or a movie or something, I'm spending like the first 20 minutes
I don't know
on
how
ChatGPT learning everything.
I don't know how long the cunt's getting, but it's going to be a while, surely. Especially because it's in England. Those motherfuckers are like jailing people for social media posts.
They put him under the jail.
Yeah. And calls he's white. He's going to get an extra 50 years on top of the sentence.
I got something to read for you guys. As I'm sure you know, the Grammys happened. There's a lot of news out of the Grammys.
Oh, don't get me started with these
fucking dumbasses saying shit.
spastics.
But anyway,
my God.
point specifically, Trevor Noah was the host, right? And he was taking jabs at Nicki Minaj because Nicki Minaj, if you don't know, has been riding Trump's pimply old dick for a long time now. And all these dumb lefties at the Grammys were, obviously making fun of her naturally. But what I'm bringing up now is her response, right? I don't know if you guys saw this. You see what she posted on X? Pretty interesting, right? So she says, she posts on her X, she made a few posts, I'll read them to you. She goes, are y'all understanding that these people have been sacrificing children as a way of gaining and maintaining power? If you ever vote Democrat again, you're just as soulless as they are and will perish. Maybe it's time for me to do some story times, since I was trying to not say what I know, yet they continue to attempt bullying. Then she continues saying, your favorite artist has been practicing rituals in a satanic cult where they take babies from other countries and mutilate and kill them as a form of blood sacrifice to their god. You see, when your master is Satan, you must constantly shed blood. However, the jig is up. She's referring to Jay-Z, so she put jig is up in capitals. And then her last post she wrote, this is crazy. This is Nicki Minaj.
Is that Democrats though? Or why is it a Democratic thing? Is it a Democratic thing?
She's implying that the Democrats are mostly evil like this. But I'm sure it's on both sides, right? She says, as they do their ritual tonight, talking about the Grammys, God Almighty will reveal himself to them. The ritual will backfire on them. God will not be mocked. Blessed is the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Every tongue that rises up against me in judgment shall be condemned and put to shame. Watch. Crazy, bro. What a time we live in. That's Nicki Minaj, dude. She's full openly saying, and then we just had all the Epstein files.
The last person that said that though, she was never to be seen again.
Man.
Years ago in 2009, I think, or something, some lady came out and said the exact same thing, that they're dismembering babies, this and that, blah blah. And she was nowhere to be seen after. She got.
Well, what do you think Epstein's Island is for, bro?
Like what? But how brave that Nicki Minaj is saying this, because she can get God as well.
I think
or is she too big to get God?
I think she could, and I think people feel like there's a changing. Like she was even saying, like there's a revolution, like something's changing, right? That people are kind of using this momentum to think there's some overthrowing that's going to happen, and it's all like the Epstein files is crazy, dude. That's crazy. So people think it's like a reckoning, and that Satan is like God is the tides are turning. The pendulum's swinging in the other direction. So I guess she's riding that bandwagon and kind of hoping that this all gets exposed and brought to light. But she's just saying shit that we talk about all the time. We always joke that they're, using baby blood to keep young and they're vampires and whatever. Everyone jokes about it and knows about it, right? But the fact that, like, it's just getting more openly spoken about is kind of fucking crazy. It's like, it's real. What are we going to do about it? Epstein just dropped all this fucking files. Bill Gates is fucking spiking.
He's dead, but,
He's spiking his wife with fucking STD pills and shit because he's fucking Russian prostitutes and shit. Like, bro, that's real. Yeah. This shit's
and apparently
real, bro.
It was emails from Epstein sending to himself, but on his behalf or something?
Like pretending to be someone else, like writing for someone else to send to him also. And then it's like, I lost my train of thought, but I was going to say something about these files. Like, it's just bonkers. I'm losing my fucking mind. No one's doing anything. Nothing's going to change. What happened? They're talking about pizza parties and shit.
Even the photos, even these files, DZ, they say in these files, even though there's photos and there's files, they're not saying that the people that are named, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're criminally involved. Like, apparently Pusha T and Jay-Z were named, but it wasn't like but these people that named Jay-Z and Pusha T, even the sources say that this might not be credible, blah, blah, blah. It's like some of them, like the photos of Prince Andrew, or he's not Prince Andrew anymore, but the photos of that Andrew guy, he's beaming, his pupils, and he's leaning over this like either not dead girl because she had her arm up in one of the video on the photos, but she would look inebriated or something. That is crazy,
weird, dude. Like, and I'm not as stupid as some of these people who go, just because your name's in there, you're automatically guilty.
Andrew though,
like
Andrew?
that, like obviously
that
the
was
photos
most
are crazy,
criminally,
right? But he's already been guilty for a long time. That guy, he had his title stripped.
Who's the Prime Minister for the UK?
Starmer
didn't he even say it's that bad for Andrew? Even Keir Starmer, I know he's a grown Keir Starmer, but he was like, it's that bad for Andrew that he was like, yeah, he should testify in the US for his knowing of Epstein or whatever.
It's just so sad that this has happened. People have said it, like the whole Pizzagate thing, right? Remember years ago there was this big conspiracy that they were like funneling kids under a pizza shop or something for this underground pedophile sex ring, or the government and shit, Bill Clinton and all that shit, in Hillary Clinton's emails when they were using pizza as a code word
and
for young boys.
100 pizzas or whatever.
Yeah, and in the Epstein files, there's heaps of pizzas, and we're talking about pizza, and send me pizza, send a pizza to this guy.
And still in the comments, I see people going, what if they just really like pizza?
I'm like, how dumb are these cunts, bro? You'll believe anything, bro. What? I'm going to send you an email if I want a fucking slice of pizza. Like, they're emailing about it. Like, it's just crazy. And it's like, what's going to happen from this? Nothing.
Yeah, it's a weird one because like, and then you got fucking dumb fucks like fucking Billie Eilish to go up there. She's obviously a pedophile, and then they defend the pedophilia like in public, and they think they're all smart and like fucking witty. And
Billie Eilish?
I don't know if she's a pedophile. Well, maybe.
She's definitely guys.
She looks like
Are we fucking being? Come on.
She might have dabbled in some baby blood. I don't doubt that. But I don't
how long is that?
If you are hanging around pedophiles, you are complicit to that shit.
Wait, who's
they're all pedophiles, bro. Hollywood. Hollywood musicians, fucking all those fucking dirty cunts are pedophiles.
I don't know, bro. I can't dude. I'm not saying you're wrong.
Come
but
on, man.
Why is Billie Eilish a pedophile?
She's definitely seen some shit or been around. Look at her fame. Look at her money. Like it's all they're all.
Yeah, she
in
might
on
have
that,
seen
bro.
shit. I mean, but
Unless-
then again,
unless
look
her
at Nicki
name-
Minaj. You know, Nicki Minaj is A-list as well, and it's like you think.
And if she knows about the dismembering of babies, it's like, how do you know so much? Like, were you there? Like, if anything, she's kind of half incriminated herself because it's like, if you know that much, did you catch a flight to that island? And then
they all know shit. They should have said a
saying?
long time ago, but they don't, and they maybe don't say it because they're scared or whatever. But like, they've been a part of it or they've seen it regardless. Like, I don't know.
When Epstein got, they were probably like, oh.
How is this motherfucker the only person dead, and his wife Ghislaine Maxwell's the only person in prison out of all these people, all these?
And why haven't they killed her? Why haven't they killed her?
It's just bizarre, bro. Like, what's going on?
Pizzagate, remember, was a conspiracy theory that went viral in 2016. It was claiming that New York City Police Department had discovered a pedophile ring linked to the members of the Democratic Party. While searching through Anthony Weiner's emails, that's right, and was it John Podesta was a big thing about it?
Yeah. That shit's definitely
of course,
real.
though, it has now been extensively discredited by a wide range of organizations.
Of course, bro. They all Democrat, Republican. It doesn't fucking matter, bro.
I don't think it's like left or right. I think it's everyone
It's-
that has that itch that needs to be scratched.
It's power, money, good and evil, spiritual warfare.
Like Elon Musk was saying off there. Elon Musk, he's gone. Elon's such a loser that even pedophiles don't want to hang out with him. So Elon
was
Musk,
getting rejected by
clarify Elon Musk's deal.
So Elon, apparently there's leaked emails of Elon Musk trying to get invited to the island. And
didn't he email?
Jeffrey Epstein's just ignoring him.
Yeah, or he said no. I think he tried to link it up, but he was like, "Oh, sorry, due to work clashes or whatever, I can't get you there." And he was like,
Right, the memes.
and apparently the next day he was like, "Oh, well, when's the next day or night you can get me there?" And then apparently Epstein was like, the ratio like of men and women might make your wife uncomfortable because obviously there's a lot of women. He named her by name as well. I forget Elon's wife's name, but she was like, yeah, the ratio might offend her or might get her, weirded out. So, and he was still like, oh, okay. So when's the next day or night?
Bro. And, oh, man.
And apparently it's like when he found out apparently people saying he's that autistic, he didn't get the hint that it wasn't just a meeting with a bunch of UN people, that it was actually a proper party with like underage girls.
Yeah.
Or maybe not underage, but like young girls. And apparently he was like, I just went back to making rockets. I'm like, come on, bro. You fucking... No, you didn't. You mean your red rocket? You were hard as a motherfucker.
This motherfucker just wanted to party with
Of
bitches,
course.
bro. Bitches
Yeah.
and pills and shit.
Yeah.
And
They're not inviting him.
And especially because like that guy couldn't pull girls naturally. He'd have to go to an island where they were kind of like...
Where they're drugged, yeah.
They're
Yeah,
drugged
where they're
and,
drugged
you
off
know...
the head. Fucking, I'm gonna give a conspiracy for you, right? Epstein. They're saying Mossad, Israeli
Yeah.
agents.
I've always thought that, yeah.
Who's
Not always, not always.
Who's gone in and purposely gotten all these white rich people to do fucked up shit that have ties with the American government or the American elite and Hollywood, getting them to do fucked up shit on camera and video, so that Israel can forever dangle that carrot over these and say, if you don't
Yeah.
do what we fucking
Yeah.
say,
I believe that 100%.
I believe that because why?
Like-
Why is Israel? Why has Israel got all
So
Hollywood,
involved.
all
Yes.
Hollywood in their pocket? If you've noticed, right?
Like, oh.
Israel, I don't know for what, but no one will properly speak out about against Israel. You got Netanyahu, who's basically the modern day Hitler, and he's still just doing the damn thing in front of everyone's eyes. Right. And mind you, Trump goes invades Venezuela and we're like, oh, the UN's just the front, right? Really, the power is the US. But who has the hold over the big power of the world with all this shit?
Israel runs the world. Israel owns.
But they're the
everything.
low key. They're the low key ones.
Dude,
America's loud
it's
and
the
boisterous.
shadow government.
Yeah.
It's a shadow. It's like the fact that Epstein had in his house a painting of Bill Clinton in a
dresses?
dress
Yeah.
and George Bush with the Twin Towers. That's
Yeah.
proof enough, bro. That
Yeah.
like we got you by the balls, man. Like this is what you've done for us. This is a reminder. Look, we got you by the balls. You do what we say. You do what we want. Israel runs everything.
Wait, I know the Bill Clinton with the dress, but what was this with George?
There's another
Washington?
painting where it's George Bush.
George Bush, sorry.
With two Jenga towers knocked down, and he's got a paper plane. He's playing like with a paper plane in front of two knocked down Jenga towers, like the Twin Towers. Bro, this shit is all a fucking. The world is a stage, man. Even if it looks like it's the opposite side, like Nicki Minaj or someone speaking out, it's probably not. It's probably all part of the fucking facade, bro. Nothing is what it seems. It's so much deeper and darker than anyone can comprehend.
Well, evidence and argument suggesting a connection. FBI files and confidential sources. A 2020 FBI memo released as part of a document trove cited a confidential source alleging that Epstein worked with Israeli intelligence and was believed to be a co-opted Mossad agent.
I believe that 100%. Epstein, he's Jewish.
Close ties to Ehud Barak. Epstein had a close documented relationship with former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak, meeting him 36 times between 2013 and 2017. Intelligence connections. That's right. This is the big one. Apparently, Ghislaine Maxwell's father was assassinated on a boat. Epstein's longtime associate is the daughter of Robert Maxwell, a media mogul who was buried in Israel with high honors and suspected to have ties with Israeli intelligence. But he was assassinated, right? What for? What was his name? Robert Maxwell?
Didn't he fuck with the oil or something? I swear he had something to do with oil.
This shit is so crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It's so dark.
It goes back so far as well. Like we think it was just Epstein. Like we think it was just him, but it's like
it goes
his
so
family.
deep.
His family's been in it for years. Do you know as well? Hitler was even named on the files. Do you know they housed Hitler in Vienna? So Hitler was housed in Vienna. He had to stay at this house that was funded by the Rothschilds, the Epsteins, as in the family, not just the guy that got fucking got his family. The Rothschilds, the Epsteins, and someone else, which is ironic because they're Jewish.
Yeah.
So they were funding his stay.
That's so weird.
Isn't that crazy? Like that's facts as well. Like he was Hitler.
The British Foreign Office suspected that Maxwell, so the father, of being a secret agent of a foreign government, possibly up to being a triple agent. So not a double agent. So a double agent is where
You're working for two people.
No, it's American government. You got to go infiltrate Israel, but you're going to pretend that you're working for Israel and you're betraying us, but you're really an American agent.
Wait, say it again.
So it's an American agent, who goes to work at Israel intelligence. They then pretend to portray America and start working for Israel, but the whole time they're actually true to America, and they're just doing that to get
But
information.
he's a triple agent.
That's what a double agent is. This guy was suspected of being a triple agent, so he was being a double agent, then going back and pretending he was betraying the first person, but really he was working for the second person.
Whoa.
Do you know how much stress every day
That's what
eating your
yeah.
breakfast every morning? What's that like?
You have to remember, who am I? What did I?
I would be the worst. I would forget where
A
my
triple agent financed by Russia.
Jesus
and Putin was
Christ.
named. Putin was named in there as well.
How do you remember to be a triple agent, bro? What the
See,
fuck?
but-
One wrong thing you say,
Yeah.
and they're gonna power you.
Bite you
Like,
in the ass.
how do you do that?
That's the thing with these files too. People like we say, "Oh, this person was named," and everyone freaks out. But it's like this guy was dealing with the richest, most powerful people in the world. Everyone's going to be named in there. You know what I'm saying?
It's not it's not
everyone's
necessarily
named in there.
everyone named is
Yeah,
like,
like
the worst person in the
pedophile.
world. Yeah.
It's like you're just you're involved in high power and like high money.
It just shows that it didn't start with Ghislaine Maxwell. Her father was clearly the.
And I bet you these guys have plans for the next 100 years.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's so much bigger than us normies will ever be able to comprehend.
And we don't find it out till years later.
Yeah.
Like it happens, and by the time we find it out, the guy who was like, Jeffrey Epstein, right? The guy that was like the kingpin at the time, he's long gone. He's dead, and we're finding this out now. You know what I mean?
Well, on a similar note, apparently people freaking out. Obviously, I don't put much stock into this. There's things in the files about Bill Gates talking about running pandemic simulations in 2017 or whatever, right? Asking about things to do pandemic simulations, and everyone's like, that means, they planned COVID or whatever. I don't think pandemic simulations necessarily means like they released a documentary like 2 months before COVID when the outbreak happened on Netflix about this is what happens if a global pandemic happens, and 2 months later COVID happened. So I think like they're always doing simulations and thinking about like that's part of science, right? Like what would happen if a pandemic. So I don't think that's Bill Gates is dodgy as fuck. I don't trust that motherfucker for a bar of soap at all. But I don't know. Do you think that means they really were planning COVID? Maybe.
Of course they planned fucking COVID.
yeah,
Bill
but
Gates
when
had
people are
shit.
fucking kids, though, I feel like planning COVID is kind of like not as. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But do you think
it
like
is corrupt.
Bill Gates had something to do with it, or like America or whatever?
Yeah,
yeah,
bro,
probably.
Bill Gates is an evil bastard. He's been going on about saying that the world's overpopulated and shit.
depopulation,
He's a moron. We're underpopulated. Most countries are having a birth rate issue.
He probably just doesn't like crowds. He's
and
probably
this-
an antisocial
And this
weird
fucking
dude.
dickhead's getting on stage saying we're overpopulated. He's a fucking way. I'll fucking knock that cunt's old dentures out, bro. He's an evil guy. He's an evil guy.
He literally said, with vaccines, we can reduce the population in a couple years by however many %.
Yeah.
And no one's. Everyone's like, he said reduce.
That's why.
What do you mean by that? bro?
How is
Vaccines gonna reduce
How
the
is
population?
almost every country, well, not every country, but how is there so many countries having issues with our population rate, and then you've got this fucking peanut billionaire saying that we're overpopulated? That makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
You've got scientists saying that if Japan doesn't start having babies within the next 50 years, they're going to be in serious trouble. And Bill Gates is up on stage with his little fucking bullshit fucking devices going, yeah, we need our vaccines to depopulate. There's too many of us.
because
It's like, no, motherfucker.
That's the agenda. If you ask Billie Eilish or Greta Thunberg, they'll say the same thing. We're damage to the environment. There's too many people. There's too much fucking resources. That's the narrative for some reason. I don't know what the agenda is, but who knows?
Idiots.
Billie Eilish, stick to singing those songs, and that's it.
She isn't.
Anyone that's an artist like that, even Nicki Minaj, it's like I get what you're trying to do, but it's like just
Everyone.
shake your ass,
Yeah.
do whatever you
Shut
want
up.
to do.
Like, shut up,
Billy,
bro.
I wonder how much this idiot got paid to say that shit on stage. She now gets up on stage and starts saying shit about ice, shit about stolen land, and she has a like $200 and something million mansion.
Every
Built-
land is stolen,
built
bro.
on said stolen land. So it's like, bro, this bitch is complaining about billionaires when she's a multimillionaire, and now she's complaining about stolen land that she is living just lavishly on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, shut up, you dumb bitch, bro.
I'm pretty sure.
dumb bitch.
I'm pretty sure I saw a Native American guy make a post saying like, "Shut up, man." Like, come
Yeah,
on, dog.
Native American tribe
I feel
responds.
like if I was an artist and I was that rich and famous, I would just shut my mouth and
Yes.
just keep rolling on because
Don't say
I feel like
nothing.
it's like I can't really speak on things like that when I'm just going to bed in this mad
But
mansion.
guess
I'm
what? Kevin Gates did that, and everyone's hating on him now because someone asked him, and he's like, "Look, I don't stick my business." Like, he didn't give an answer. He's like, "I don't care. It's not my thing." And everyone in the comments is like, "Trash. This guy sucks." Like,
Yeah.
America is fucked up right now, bro, and it's gonna get worse. I think. Like,
You can't win if you say nothing. You can't win if you say the wrong thing.
You have to say, oh, ICE is bad, this is bad, Trump's bad, they're bad, they're bad.
but then if you say the opposite, it's the same thing.
and
from
Kevin
the other
Gates
side.
could
It's like,
Kevin Gates could think either or of those things, right?
Yeah, but who
it's kind of
cares?
better to keep it to yourself.
It's like Dave Chappelle. Like, who cares what Ja Rule thinks? Like, in a time like this, I'm scared to death. Bro. Like, we need Ja Rule's opinion on this.
Yeah.
Like, bro, no one gives a fuck about these celebrities. Shut up, bro.
Yeah.
Like, shut up.
This was an interesting tweet that I read. This is from a war veteran. He says, "You want to know why Billie Eilish won't talk about the facts that ICE is hunting predators, pedos, and human traffickers? Because she's surrounded by those same people in Hollywood in their own little Sodom and Gomorrah. When little Miss Eilish was in diapers, I was fighting terrorists to protect this country that she now calls stolen land. You're a clown who dances and sings for money, Billy. You know nothing about courage." Which I get, right? I get it. The whole ICE thing, there's so many better ways you could go about trying to control your immigration, right? You don't have to treat them like animals. But at the same time, the other side of the coin is if you're doing something illegal, there's consequences to that fucking action. So it's like all these celebrities get up there and say they're bullshit, right? And it's like these guys go up there and they're being such advocates for like people are allowed to break the law and get away with it. No repercussion. So you can have a fucking immigrant come in here, right, illegally. Yeah, whatever. Don't worry about it. And then he goes out and robs the liquor store, rapes your fucking friend, rapes your fucking daughter, your wife. And we all go, haha, silly him. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, I get it. You don't want to treat this guy like a fucking animal because he's a human, but then at the same time, you're breaking the law. You can't go into anywhere like illegally. And then she gets up there, and what pisses me off about it is, right, the shit that annoys me is someone like Billie Eilish, right? She would have millions of fans. Millions, if not hundreds of millions. And a lot of them will be underage women or they're kids. And she gets up there and says this silly shit. She's not educated. She's got no idea. She's that out of touch with life because she's so fucking rich. Like the post said, she's surrounded by all these pedophiles, all this Hollywood bullshit, right? So you know that she's seen some shit, right? And then to top it off, she gets up there, says this fucking random nonsense that makes no fucking sense. And then other young women, the next generation of women, sit there and go, yeah. And they all just agree because that's their idol. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I can't stand. It's like, bro, when you got that big of a fan base, you have that responsibility where you know that a lot of your fan base are kids, bro. And then you're poisoning the minds of a child. That's what I don't like about this shit. And that's why these fucking faggots at the Grammys, they do this shit. They drink the baby's blood. They get up there and they think they're so right and fucking mighty and justice. But they don't realize all they're doing is like keeping the poison for the younger people. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, it's like, come on, man.
I think the one good thing that came out of the Grammys, Kendrick won all the rap trophies that a rapper could win.
Didn't
ever.
the lady call the wrong man up?
Sure, yeah, she's a dumbass.
Really?
She did. Yeah, she called someone else.
No, she said
instead of Kendrick.
because Kendrick's song that one was called Luther, and Cher's about fucking 900 years old.
Cher?
Cher, yeah, she's a fucking vampire, right? So Cher's from the fucking 1800s. She gets up there, she opens
She
the
sounded
note,
like she was on an edible.
And she goes, it's Luther Vandross. Oh, no.
Oh, Kendrick. Come on.
Shut up, you dumb bitch. Luther Vandross has been dead for fucking however many years already, motherfucker. And,
I mean, you got to give her the pass just because she's like a fossil.
bro, I think
like if she was a young person and you're like, you don't know who Kendrick is, I can guarantee you.
they got her strapped to an ironing board up there so she could stand upright at her fucking Grammys.
She starts going like, do you believe in love after
She's about to
love?
That's a
explode.
great song, though.
She's
but
about
it
to
is.
explode into a fucking handful of dust.
She looks like she could be Dracula's queen or something.
Yeah.
But he won, which is, it
I
seems
don't
like,
care about that shit.
it seems like the Grammys though, it's bullshit, right? But I feel like they're turning a bit of a corner into like knowing what, I feel like they're giving the awards, some of them, two people that are a little bit more deserving compared to in the past.
Yeah, back in
Well,
the day,
you
yeah.
say that, but then again, going up there, who's winning a Grammy with Kendrick Lamar's Lefty Gunplay, who's had 4 words and has fucking got the education of a fucking 3-year-old, and now he's got a Grammy for saying 4 words on Kendrick's song. This motherfucker's up there giving a speech and shit.
Who was that?
Lefty Gunplay, the dumbass with the tattoos who twerks in his songs and shit. Scary, spooky, hilarious. The guy who says that in Kendrick's song.
Lefty Gunplay.
Yeah, if you listen to this guy's songs, your ears will bleed. He's a retard, and this guy just won a Grammy just because he says 4 words on Kendrick's song.
These guys are so out of touch with life, eh? It's like you can...
He's literally stupid as.
Yeah, these guys are fucked.
You haven't heard this guy's songs?
No.
Do yourself a favor and never listen because
I don't want
it's
to.
out of beat. It's like the garbage, like
I hope to God, when I become rich and famous, I never get nominated for one of these awards because I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'll go. And when I win...
It's going to be like a Ricky Gervais speech.
Right.
You know how Ricky Gervais just will chew on-
Bro, the first person I'm targeting is Billie Eilish. I say, bro, shut the fuck up, you monkey looking bitch, bro. Shut up. Right? You dumb bitch. Complain about stolen land and you've got a fucking $500 million mansion on stolen land.
Bro.
You fucking dumb fuck. I'd be going, that'd be it pulling me off that fucking
It's like, everyone,
they'd be dragging me out that bitch,
like,
bro.
give us a Grammy back. Give us a
I'll
Grammy.
be going off my
You just
head,
do what
bro.
Andre 3000 did from Outkast when he won a Grammy. You go up there, and all he did was thank you, and he walked off.
Yeah.
See, but then it makes you think, right? People like that, and then he gets crazy all of it. It's like,
No, he's not crazy though. He's just artistic.
no, he's fucking crazy.
No, he's not. Andre 3000.
What have they seen, or are they really? Is it really worth keeping your mouth shut that hard because you know it's a losing battle?
Yeah, I reckon.
You know,
If I rocked up to Epstein's Island, I didn't know what the go was at the time, and I seen what was going on.
You're
and-
Elon Musk. You're there just to party. You think it's just a party,
Yeah,
and then you rock
and
up.
I rock up,
There's
and I see
12-year-old
that
girls
shit,
everywhere.
and I'm like, oh, this is
Yeah.
so entrenched. Like, as in, like,
Yeah.
I would want to say something, but one,
They'll kill you.
One, they'll kill you. Two, who would even believe you?
Yeah.
So I'd just be like, I would just like be one of those people that
In the corner.
Who's an artist that you can think of that is really
Eminem.
Eminem? Yeah, Eminem is the perfect example of what an artist should be.
It's just quiet.
Quiet. Yeah. Okay. Apparently,
No interviews, no social
he's
media,
nothing.
nothing.
Like, I don't even know if he has a partner. Like, does he have a partner? I always wonder that. Does Eminem have a partner?
I actually saw recently, I think he's dating someone now, but it's like it's stylist or something. It's
Okay.
like not a famous person.
But like, that's what I mean. Like, he is the smart one who just thought, you know what? He's
He's
talking
probably
about
seen
people
some
who've
shit.
seen some shit.
He's seen
Yeah.
some, but it's a losing battle. It's like I've always said this. I've said this before, right? But like these people are so righteous and everything. Everyone has an opinion on the right side of history until it affects their bottom line or their life, right? Like Billie Eilish, the stolen land thing or whatever, right? Everyone, slavery so bad. We can all agree it's so bad. But then all these Democrats and lefties or whatever, even the people on the right, everyone would cry if they took your iPhone away.
Yeah.
How do you think they're making your iPhone? With slavery and shit you vehemently disagree with. Same thing with all that other shit. Like like Abby Chatfield, right? I saw her and her partner, this fucking weirdo, right? Off their guts.
I was dancing
Talking over each other at some award show.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
can't help but talk about themselves over each other, right?
Yeah.
Not letting each other finish. They're off their guts on coke, right?
Yeah.
But they want to be the first ones to stand up and post on their social media. This is bad. This is so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, human trafficking's bad, right? Of course, everyone agrees. But the cartels say we really stamped out all this shit you're standing for. There would be no human trafficking, which funds your cocaine habit. Which if you fucking,
But how do we know they're on coke?
If they're just off their bro. If
Trust
all
me,
these
they're on-
I haven't seen the footage.
on
lefties
coke.
love coke. Lefties love drugs.
I mean-
they love party and sex and drugs, right? But all the
oh,
bad stuff
call me
you
a
stand
lefty.
against. Look, everyone likes to have fun. I get it, but like all the stuff but you don't post on social media about it. This is so bad. This is so bad because what happens if we stop? Cartels kill people. Cartels fucking sex traffic. Cartels fucking underrate. The cartels do the most heinous shit.
Yeah.
But
But
you're
all you
gonna
see is
stand up again. But
all you see is your dealer drive to your house. You don't see.
Yeah, exactly. The point I'm trying to make is like you stand up against this shit so publicly, but if it really came down to a poll,
They don't
right?
care.
An anonymous poll, right? Say you had a poll, you could change the course of history. Everyone in the world voted.
Yeah.
Would you like to stop this forever on the world, but there'll be no more drugs? Yes or no? So you can stop pedophilia, you can stop sex trafficking, but that means no
I'll be like, can I
drugs.
sleep on it?
How many exactly? How many of these people would click no? You know what I'm saying?
I'll get back to you.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
How bad is it really in Mexico?
I'll respond via email tomorrow.
Billie Eilish, Abby Chatfield, all these cunts will be the first people to say no, bro, because they love to party and they love sex and drugs.
They love money.
Anyway, on a recent Wednesday evening, a 36-year-old man from Minnesota named Mark Anderson showed up at the Brooklyn Detention Center claiming to be an FBI agent. He told guards he had a court order signed by a judge to release Luigi Mangione. When officers asked for credentials, Anderson presented a Minnesota driver's license, not any federal ID, and claimed he was armed. A bag search revealed just a barbecue fork and a pizza cutter blade. No real weapons or law enforcement tools. Mind you, he worked at a pizza parlor. That's why he had these tools
What's
on
this
him.
guy's name?
Mark Anderson. Anderson was immediately arrested and charged with impersonating a federal agent. The bizarre attempt was quickly foiled by prison staff. Mangione remains in custody and no release order was honoured. Authorities have not indicated any larger conspiracy behind the act. It appears to be an isolated and unusual incident. And he could serve up to 4 years prison. So maybe
Only
this
4
wasn't
years.
maybe this wasn't impersonating a federal investigator.
I thought it'd be more.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So
But maybe this was a part of his plan. Maybe he wants to get jail time so he can kind of break him out from the inside.
Yeah. What they're gonna do? What those guys in what was it, Louisiana did? Fucking cut a hole through the toilet or whatever. Fucking how are you gonna break this motherfucker out, bro?
Yeah.
It's like the most high-profile fucking prison in America.
And mind you, it's like you go there and go, you're the guy that says he has to be released. It's like you don't think someone of a higher stature would like write it down. Like it has to go down. Like an FBI. If you're going to come with that, like you got to. You know what I'm saying? Like, where did he think? It's like he thought of step one, but then didn't think of the other steps.
What kind of dumbass? He doesn't even know this guy, but just because he agrees with the sentiment, wanted to waste his life trying to break him out. He shot a motherfucker in the face and killed him. Like, bro, he should stay in there, bro.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't matter who it is. It's
You
like,
don't even know this motherfucker. You're going to spend your life just because you agree with what he did.
even if he got to him, Luigi could have been like, I'm not going with you, you crazy fuck.
Yeah.
Like, what's your next plan? Like, what's your plan after this?
Yeah, fucking throw me in the back
Like
of your car.
if some guy tunneled into my cell and I was in like, D-Max prison, I'd be like, what's your plan after this? And if he was like, he pulled out his pizza cutter, I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Like, do I know you?
Yeah. You didn't decide, you couldn't have sent the guy from Prison Break, you know what I mean?
they still haven't determined the final prison sentence for Luigi Mangione.
Yeah, it's not the death sentence though. They revoked it.
Yeah.
Because they realised our Medicare system is fucked up, so we'll just give you time.
Yeah. But this guy's rocked up to the jail.
With a pizza cutter from his work, because he works at fucking, who knows, New York pizza place. Domino's, yeah.
It's so hard to believe there's so many crazy people out there. I just refuse to believe it.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
The internet makes it out like that every fourth person's a fucking spastic.
Yeah.
Like just a weirdo.
And these are real live events.
Yeah.
Like we've had the guy from the UK trying to do his own Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Just in this one episode.
Yeah.
And we've had this guy that decides to do a whole prison break by himself of this guy, Luigi, who doesn't even know him from bar. So
Do you reckon these guys like Luigi, right? These activists who do these heroic acts regret it when they're in jail?
yeah, of course definitely.
Do you think he's sitting there, he's like, look, I killed this guy. Health insurance is bad, but nothing's changed except my life is ruined.
Yeah.
Do you think he's
100%.
sitting in there like, fuck, I should not have done that?
100% they
If he
do.
doesn't, he's a legit sociopath.
Psychopath, right?
Yeah.
I reckon they all do that. Like, what do you think? Do you think the Bondi shooter? This guy maybe is a bit different, but do you think? I hope he's fucking regretting. Probably not though.
No,
Like, do you
see,
think they're
crazy
sitting there
cunts like that, they'd be sad, but they would be so tied to their decisions. They'd be like, no, it was
guess
still.
it's
But then
different.
it
But
maybe
he's
it's
like,
denial,
bro, I just
right?
killed my dad. My dad's dead, bro. Like,
Well, he has to
he
stick
don't give
with
a
it.
fuck. Like,
Yeah,
his dad's got 40 virgins now.
yeah. Holy shit!
Oh my god, everyone's insane. Oh, did you see? For some weird reason, a dude found the World War I bomb and shoved it up his ass.
What?
He had to get it surgically removed. So I'm assuming this guy's gay. And to top it off, the most concerning thing about the whole thing, the bomb was still considered live. It just hadn't detonated. So they've had to do an emergency surgery to get this thing out of this
With the bomb
guy's
squad.
ass. And they've had to close off the hospital in case it blows up.
Yeah. We're going through the large intestine.
They got the bomb squad in this guy's ass. It's like, what's that movie? The Hurt Locker or whatever it is.
What the fuck, man? Is this like a normal grenade? What are we talking of diameter? I want to know how big this thing was. Was it girthy kind of?
Look how fucking girthy it is.
Oh my God.
It's a mortar.
Of
like
course,
a mortar.
Bro, of course this guy stuck it in his ass.
his ass.
It's the shape of a penis.
Where'd he find it? And why'd he do it?
I think he found it in his backyard.
And where was this?
I think in England.
And he got it in his ass. That thing's huge.
So a 24-year-old man. Oh no, in France. A 24-year-old man in France.
that explains it.
Oui.
Yeah. We was rushed to hospital emergency department after complaining of severe pain from an object
no shit.
stuck in his rectum. Surgeons discovered that the object was actually a World War I artillery shell around 8 inches, 20 centimeters long and 4 centimeters in diameter, dating back to 1918. Because the shell was potentially live and could explode, hospital staff evacuated part of the facility and called the bomb disposal experts and emergency services for safety.
So that makes it sound like he didn't know it was a bomb.
So imagine, like, I know, like inanimate objects don't have consciousness, but imagine if you were this bomb from 1918 and it had consciousness, and you're just sitting there idle, and you're like, it's a dud kind of thing, and you're like, oh, remember in the good old days. Next minute, some guy picks you up, and you're like, oh, I've been found, and then you're like, next minute, you just see POV, and he pulls out his pants, and you're like, oh, what am I? No. And you're in this guy's asshole, and you're like, this is where I've been. All your fallen brothers were used in battle like they were supposed to, and you're like,
You're getting shoved up some cunt's ass. All this bomb wanted to do was detonate itself.
just be a bomb. Yeah.
Pass on to
Now
40
it's just-
virgins. Now it's just up some guy's ass.
So yeah, World War I munitions are still occasionally found in France, but I want to see. I want to know if there's a reason.
Yeah, so maybe he didn't know it was a bomb and it was just phallic shaped. So he's like, this would
Phallic shaped.
This
That's
would feel
so
nice
that's
on
so
ours.
clinical. Phallic shaped.
See, and this circles back to putting shit up your ass. So it must feel good.
It must feel good.
It must feel good. Fucking hell.
Imagine if it exploded.
I'm not curious enough to ever care. Like I don't
No.
I don't care how good it feels. I don't want to stick nothing in my ass.
I don't know if you go to Epstein's Island and you have enough of them quaaludes, rah. Like, fuck it. Yeah, the $1 million question. There's no clear confirmed reason as to why he stuck it up his anus.
Yeah, I mean,
That's an AI.
The man did not give a detailed explanation to why he inserted the World War I shell.
he wanted to go back in time. Or fucking
Yeah, obviously the most
or time wanted to go back into him. I'm
mo-
trying to think of something.
the most common guess by doctors is it was a sexual experiment /
course.
curiosity.
Yeah.
The thrill.
So this
could blow
man
up.
was listening to FireCast and went, chucking your shit does feel pretty good. He's found the
How does
shell.
it feel going in? So imagine he's holding the base, right? I'm imagining.
he's lubed it up, like-
I'm
and this is
imagining him.
thick, right?
Yeah, he's bending over for sure. Like he's not sitting on a seat. He's bending over. He grabs the base of this phallic-shaped detonator or explosive, sorry, or artillery shell. He shoves it in, and because there's no handle, he's grabbing the base. And imagine like he just shoves a little bit too far in, and his ass just like sucks the last little part up, and he's like, oh, like how does
That's
it get
when you
stuck?
realise it's too
Yeah, like
far
you
up.
always have to. I can imagine you always have to have a grip on these things because if you just sit on it and push it up, unless you can push it back out, like you always have to have a grip on it. So this guy's probably just kind of either fell back and it's like gone boom, and it's gone in, or he's just lost. He got so excited. Or he's never had something so long in his ass before. Maybe he's been fucking with guys with 4-inch penises. Or with
You'd have to be gay, right? That
I mean,
yeah,
surely.
I don't think for your first time you could manage to do that. An 8-inch fucking
no, he's definitely been fucking with a lot of
Yeah,
guys. Does it say what country he's from? Because we can get
France.
Imagine
Can we get around? What's the average dick length in France?
Imagine being this guy, right? He's obviously not revealed himself to people, right? It's all anonymous. But imagine people at work. He goes back to work the next day, and people are talking about it. Like, did you see this cunt?
Yeah.
Did you hear about this cunt who shoved something up his ass?
Well, imagine if he's
And it
heterosexual.
was
Imagine
him.
if he likes girls and he's doing this. What's
So
the average?
the average
dick length?
erect, this is erect penis
Yeah.
size for men in France is approximately 14.5 centimeters.
Or inches. Give me inches.
5.5 inches. Well, 5.7.
Oh,
inches,
okay.
5.7. What's
See,
14
this guy-
centimeters?
Yeah. Is that 5 inches?
No, not that
No,
big,
it's
bro.
that
That's
big.
tiny.
Yeah.
These guys have tiny
So,
cocks.
my point proven. So he's been fucking with guys with 5-inch penises, and he's like, he finds this 8-inch explosive, like what is it, artillery shell, and he's like, okay, I'm not. let's see what I can do with before I go to a black dude.
Oh.
Let's,
Wait, 14 centimeters.
Well, it's less than a 6-inch
Wait.
sub. Think of a 6-inch sub that you've had. It's less than that. That's less than the average dick length in Australia. I think the average dick length
it's
is
like 16, isn't
6
it?
inches or something.
6, yeah.
Wow. That's why French dudes are so angry.
Yeah. Yeah. And they always sit at the cafe
Yeah.
with their legs crossed as well a lot of the time. Although that is comfy. As I get older, I do tend to cross my
I
legs.
crossed my legs. I'm crossing them
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
I just uncrossed them. I was like, yeah, small penises, eh?
No, I will admit, as I get older, I find
so
myself
comfortable,
I find
mate.
myself doing it.
It's so comfortable.
Yeah.
No, I don't cross my legs. Oh my gosh, man.
Speaking of this sort of thing, did you hear the teacher that fathered the child of a 13-year-old student?
Oh my
Did you hear about
god.
that shit? Like a female teacher was fucking one of his students and had his kid.
How old was the student?
13 years old. Oh. Now that she's going to jail and shit. You didn't hear about this?
No.
That's pretty big news.
So wait,
woman?
So she got pregnant.
Yeah, the
she
woman-
kept the baby.
Yeah, it happens a lot. You hear a lot of these stories of the women fucking the kids. It's
That's
weird.
so bizarre, man.
And people in the comments were acting like, "Oh, the boy's probably traumatized. The boy, It's like, come on, all right, it's just not the same. Okay,
Yeah.
the boy's not traumatized. He might.
13 is kind of pushing that
I was
limit
about to
of
say,
traumatized.
look, actually, honestly,
Like-
13's kind of
Like, maybe it depends though. It depends because some guys like.
Is this
like
happening
I
in
s-
Australia?
No, I think it was England.
Like I said, like.
13's 13 might
13
be
is that pushing that
it
limit.
where that kid might be.
But it is kind of fucked
on
up that it is different. I understand your meaning, but like.
that. It is different.
It is different.
It is different.
It is different because, but when you're 13, it's like 12. Don't get me wrong.
There's some gnarly 13-year-olds though. This
There
is
is.
probably one of them kids who's like smoking and like fucking,
Yeah.
one of them hard cunts and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, I knew people who lost their virginity when they were like 13. And
I
shit
think
in
it's
school.
like, I think because it's the law, they go, okay, a 13, you're doing it for a 13-year-old. I don't care if this guy's fucking smoking ciggies and that. If she did this to another 13-year-old that was like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you kind of got to be like,
Yeah,
I do
obviously,
think she
I don't-
deserves the jail
I
time.
think she deserves it too. I'm not saying what she did was right,
Yeah, yeah.
but I'm just referring to the people in the comments who are acting like trying to make it the same as if it was a man to a woman,
Yeah,
or a
yeah.
man to a girl. It's like,
because I feel like the opposite would. So if a man did this to a girl, the chances of that 13-year-old girl being full into it is very low.
I don't think this teacher, I could be wrong, but I don't think this teacher's like throwing herself on the boy and forcing him to fuck her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the boy, first of all, has to have a fucking erection. So he's fucking into it,
Yeah.
somewhat.
Yeah.
She's obviously maybe used her power and influence over him. That's a different story, right?
Yeah.
That's fucked up. But I don't know. I'm just saying it's different,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's more sad if it's a fucking... anyway,
I know what you're
fucked
saying.
up.
I
It's
know what you're
fucked up
saying.
either way. You know what I'm saying? Though?
No, man, that's fucked up regardless, bro.
Yeah, it is fucked
That
up.
involves grooming
It
and
is fucked
shit,
up.
man. So she's obviously groomed this guy. Again, you don't know how it starts. That's the weird part for me. It's like, how does that even begin? Does it start off with like, little looks in the classroom and then after class she's asking him to stay back? Or has he just gone up and said some shit and she's a fucking weirdo and she's loving the
Yeah.
attention?
You're right.
You know what I mean?
There's more to the story. That's
Yeah.
that's the way I kind of pictured it. That's what I was.
And she looks like
more
a bit of
leaning
a
to it.
weirdo as well.
But
Is she?
yeah,
Yeah.
it is fucked up either way, dude.
It's disgusting.
Yeah,
It's literally disgusting.
Like, I think they just like the fucking
Wait, and
power.
she had the baby. That's even weirder, bro.
It's weird.
So when that
That's
when that
very
baby is 20, he's going to be
Yeah.
33.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
you could go clubbing with your own kid.
Damn.
This did happen in Western Australia.
Is it Australia?
Yeah.
Oh,
What the fuck?
Fucking oath.
That's disgusting.
Bro, that's crazy, man. The fact that don't get me wrong, even if she didn't have the kid, this girl's fucked up.
That's- yeah.
But it's double
Yeah.
fucked up when she's like, I'm going to have this kid.
I think she was married. Yeah, I think she was married.
So again, that then leads to obviously mental problems
Yeah,
on
she's
her
not-
part
she's
as well.
not
That's
well,
not
yeah.
normal.
She's not well.
That is so bizarre.
Look,
man.
I kind of fucking ate my own foot before. What I'm trying to say is, like, comparing it to people, people say, like, I was more thinking along the lines of people who, when something happens and then the toxic men who try to defend it, like, oh, there's bad women too, when it's like 0.0.1% of women are like rapists. People say there's women rapists too, and there's women who fucking, those guys that kind of try to make it even. That's all I'm trying to say.
I think the stat,
it's not even.
I think the stat that like of the guys that get raped, other men rape other guys. It's not. It's not usually girl raping the guy.
It's never the girl, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
let's get some numbers here.
That's what I was trying to get at. But it's fucked up all around.
I mean, I did have growing up in St. Dom's, I fantasized about like so many teachers and being like, oh, yeah, I could fuck this teacher. And I couldn't. Like, I thought I had game. I thought back when you're younger as well, you think you're hot shit. And then I look at photos and I'm like, this teacher was just being nice. And I'm like, I remember there was a few times where like teachers would just like crouch down to help someone and the G-string would just pop up outside the pants. And I was like probably like trying to tuck my erection underneath my belt. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, and I'm like pointing to my man, like, and like,
how big's your dick, cunt?
And I was, what do you mean the belt?
My little microscopic penis is like, ding, it's like a little ant.
I feel like I'm like with the guy at the guy's school, it's different, man. Like people like, it's worse than co-ed because co-ed you get.
I'm so glad I wasn't at a fucking all boys school.
Yeah, co-ed.
That would have been fun.
Co-ed, you get desensitized to being around women, right? Bro, you go to St. Dom's, and St. Dom's, I loved going to St. Dom's because it was all I knew, right? We sucked dick all the time. It was great. So, but like, I feel like not that it mattered because my school, my ATAR, my HSC didn't even matter, but I feel like I would have probably got into more trouble if there had been girls there in terms of like just distractions, and I would have I would have been caring about what I look like more, and it would have like distracted me a lot more. So I don't like, but the thing is, I felt sorry for some of the teachers because, bro, a teacher would walk through the class or this playground, like the courtyard, and just you see everyone like, don't get me wrong, I'd have a bit of a look, but I'd like
throwing bananas and shit. Like,
just everyone's like jerking off.
You know that episode of South Park where they're drawing the boobs and shit on the wall?
Whose idea was it to do it all, boy? That's a recipe for disaster.
It was God's idea.
Jesus Christ!
It was crazy, and like,
come on.
And there was this, there was so many moments in my life where at that school where I was like, man, don't get me wrong, I'm like, I'll have a look, but like some guys are like really obvious, and they do it almost like they might as well be like walking behind her, smelling her hair. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn. And back in the day, you're like, yeah, she loves it. But then you're like, imagine now growing up. They're just a woman trying to work.
Yeah, she's gone back home to her husband, and he's like, "How's work?" She's like, "These kids are fucked."
Yeah, this one guy was sweating over me today. Like, and there was this one guy.
Hey, Joey, throw a banana peel at me again.
this guy. His name's his name was Mr. Right, but one day he was walking through the courtyard and he was like chatting to this other teacher, and he was a PE teacher. He'd always wear trackies, right? And then you used to just see his giant hog in his trackies, and he's walking through, and this thing was just going this. So we call him Mr. Vrildick because he was like, and I'm like, and I'm always just like, and he was always trying to like hit on the hot teachers, and I'm just man, edit it out. Yeah. But basically, St. Dom's was fucking chaotic, bro. And I feel like with the women in there, I don't know about you guys going to co-ed schools. Did hot teachers get as much attention because you guys?
Oh yeah, of course they did. Yeah. But the girls were cheeky too, and like all the good looking. It was always a PE teacher. All the good looking PE teachers, the girls would like say shit and like scream out.
Like the guys.
So it's everyone's doing it. It's
intensified when it's only guys doing it.
100%.
If there's girls doing it.
I wonder what an all girls school is like.
Bitchy. My sisters went to all girls school. They loved it, but also bitchiness, bro.
That'd be horrendous.
The cat fights.
That'd be like the lesbian couples.
Yeah. Like a lesbian. That'd be horrendous.
Divorce rates.
Well, I'm going to say some numbers here. It doesn't look good for you fellas. This is just Australia. Victims of sexual violence since age 15. Women about 22%. Men 6.1%. So yeah, as we all know, it's the men. We're the ones that do the most crime, the most fucking raping and sexual assaulting and shit. And it's crazy too, right? Because I'm rewatching Vikings, right? And it just stems from that,
raping and pillaging. Yeah,
it stems from that. It's deeply rooted into our DNA, and some dudes just can't kick it.
Control the urge,
I'm watching Vikings back then. It was like Some dude could be like just raping your wife, and you probably just don't care. You're like,
yeah. Well, you're half his size, so you can't get him off her anyway.
Yeah. And I was like, just thinking, I'm like, fuck, being alive in those times. Fingers crossed,
seeing
you're
the
a
boats.
dude.
Imagine seeing the boats
coming to shore,
but
and you're like,
even if you are a dude and you have a wife and you're in this town and you see the boats coming, I'd be like,
shit, yeah,
run, like you know what I'm saying? Like, let's fucking go.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just I thought I'd read those numbers out. We all kind of knew that.
Mr. Beast getting heat again, which he seems to be getting heat a lot lately. Mr. Beast just visited a company called Upside Foods, which grow animal meat from real animal cells in a lab. And actually, they are one of the first companies to receive a USDA regulatory approval for lab-grown chicken. Now, in the video, Mr. Beast says this: thanks to Upside Foods, that has literally produced hundreds of thousands of pounds of chicken meat without killing a single chicken, which is incredible because over 220 million chickens are killed every single day in order to sustain demands for their meat. Now, Jimmy, Mr. Beast, says this is too good to be true, so he has to try it side by side with real chicken. And in the video, whether it's performative or not, he says he genuinely couldn't tell the difference between the two.
I don't know about that.
This is how the internet reacted to this. This is in quotations. This is all people online.
Quote.
Yet another person who has no idea about the world of agriculture trying to play God. Mr. Beast is the next Bill Gates. I do not trust him whatsoever. Promoting this garbage is the devil's work. Just the name Mr. Beast is demonic as hell by itself. He's definitely working for the bad guys. Mr. Beast is promoting lab-grown meat to children.
That's not good at all.
The elites couldn't convince us adults, so now they're targeting children. This is satanic.
Yeah.
So it turns out multiple states in America have banned the use of lab-grown meats already, including Texas, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, and others. They've all passed laws that ban the sale, production, and distribution of lab-grown meat, and some of them restrict companies from calling it meat. In fact, the Texas governor said, Texans have a God-given right to know what's on their plate, and for the millions of Texans, it better come from the pasture, not a lab.
Yeah.
I do agree with that. These lab-grown meat companies have clapped back, though, and suing some of these states, saying that these bans are unconstitutional. Also, on top of that, a lot of people are pointing out that these lab-growing meat companies are useless because they can only produce a couple of hundred pounds of chicken, for example, a day, whereas the conventional US meat industry produces over 300 million pounds a day.
Yeah, but that's not good at all either. See, these people who are commenting this stuff are only commenting from the perspective of what they're used to and what they know. I don't think lab-grown meat's better or what have you either way, but the farming industry is not good either, bro.
It's not.
It's not good.
But at the end of the day, it's like, would you rather eat real chicken or lab-grown chicken?
I've never tried the lab-grown chickens. I don't know. And the way they kill the chickens, what they pump them with, my partner
Like
and I,
hormones?
Rose and I were talking about this the other day because I work at an egg farm. An egg factory. The chickens they grow them so quick in like 30 days from a baby to meal ready. And the chickens grow so quick and they're so fat that they can't walk. They can't support their own weight because they grow that quick to be killed, to be eaten.
That's fucked.
Because they're pumped with hormones, they're pumped with
to grow
antibiotics.
quicker,
And then they're free-range chickens.
Yeah, what does free range mean? Because when I buy free range eggs,
I'll tell you, right? Because I do too. I prefer free-range.
I imagine them on a treadmill or something.
Right. They have the big shed, right? And then it opens up into a little grass bit. But there's like maybe 20, 40 chickens out on the grass, and it's not that big of a grass area, but most of the chickens are just stuck in the shed and they can't even get out the door to get to the grass because there's that many chickens stuffed in the shed. So they're free range, but most of them aren't even fucking going out in the grass. They're just stuck in the shed.
Yeah.
Because they're that jam-packed in there, they can't get out.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, there's no better way to do it because we need the demand because everyone's eating this shit. The only way to get the demand is to pump them from a baby so quickly that they grow this fat and to have them that much. Like, there's no good solution at this point. We either have to eat less meat and substitute fake meat or substitute with real meat and eat less of it or do something. I don't know. I don't know what the solution is. Leave it the way it is or what. But these people commenting, you're only commenting because you think what you know is the right way, but it's all we know. If you look deep into the industry, it's not that good either.
Well, Upside Foods says after this, looks like chicken, tastes like chicken. That's because it is chicken.
No,
So is it? You reckon it's actually a problem?
Man,
You reckon it's a problem that Mr. Beast is pushing this, or do you think?
I don't know,
what do you think?
man.
What do you think?
I don't know what.
The amount of times me and my wife have opened the fucking packet of chicken breast fillet from Woolworths and the shit's like purple and shit and it stinks and you're like, what the fuck? I just opened it. How can it stink and shit? There's fair fucking pumping shit in it, which is fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
But I also don't like millions and millions of poor baby chicks getting slaughtred. But I love chicken.
Yeah, chicken's delicious.
I ain't gonna
bro.
stop eating that shit.
It's so good.
But you know what I mean? So it's like, well, fuck. What do you do?
but lab grown meat.
You can't have lab grown meat.
It's weird, bro.
You can't.
Yeah,
you
lab
can't.
grown. I'm not against it. I'm not against it if they can figure it out. I don't know too much about it.
I want to know the process.
Yeah,
I want to know
I
the
don't
step by step.
He's saying they use real cells.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I'm not against. I'm
that's
not against
disgusting.
it. I'm not. I have to try it. I have to taste it and learn more about it. But like, it doesn't sound that bad to me. Who cares?
No,
If it tastes
disgusting.
exactly the same and is better for you and better for the environment, what's the problem? These people are upset in the comments because of the farming industry and the farmers, right, losing work, which is fair enough. But if you look into that industry, it's not very healthy for anyone.
So super.
It's fucked up, dude.
Ready?
Like-
They take a cell sample, right? You take a small biopsy of chicken muscle cells, no harm to the animal whatsoever. Then there's cell growth. Put the cells in a nutrient-rich growth medium so they multiply. Scaffolding is growing the cells on a structure that helps them form muscle tissue instead of a mush. And then maturation, which is stimulate the cells, give it nutrients, oxygen, sometimes movement, so they develop like real muscle. And then you harvest, you collect the grown tissue and process it into chicken meat products. See,
weird.
it's weird, bro. And I can't even it's hard to even understand. It's hard to even understand.
Things commonly found in supermarket meat that raise concerns. Antibiotic residues. Animals in large-scale farming are often given antibiotics to prevent disease in crowded conditions. Traces can remain in the meat. Why people worry, antibiotic resistance plus gut health disruption. In Australia, residues are regulated but legal. Some countries use growth hormones to make cattle grow faster. Australia allows some hormone use, but it is regulated and monitored. Concerns, possible hormone disruption over a long-term exposure.
As in for the people that are consuming it. Like, will it fuck up your hormones? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not too sure. I hope not.
I feel like I feel like naturally over time, if
100%.
you pump the chicken with hormones, it's going to affect your hormones.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the only thing where you were saying I have a problem with, where you get chicken from like, I don't know, Red Rooster or something, and it looks like the chicken's been doing bench press its whole life.
Yeah.
And you're like, how come this chicken is like, was he a proud chicken? Like, it looks like the chicken's just been sticking his chest up his whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird one, man.
But how good's a roast chicken?
Oh, I love fried chicken.
I've been watching I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and when they have their meals, they bring it down in a package, a little care package, and then when they say a full chicken, they give it to them whole, like they're carrying the neck, they're holding the neck and the feet on it, and everyone freaks out, right? But then one of the chefs, he used to be a master chef judge.
There's always a chef.
Yeah,
on there, right?
he used to be a master chef judge, and he was like, people forget that this is what a chicken looks like before it comes. But we're so used to having it headless, feetless, no feet. But it just goes to show that
Out of sight, out of mind. Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I got two more tech-related things. Did you see this lady in China got caught cheating in a mahjong game with X-ray contact lenses?
No.
Busted. She had X-ray contact lenses to see people's cards.
Oh
and
my
shit,
God.
like through the fucking game. How crazy is that? Contact lenses.
the
I'm wearing them
fuck?
right now. Contact lenses. She had X-ray version. That's crazy. She getting them from fucking Lex Luthor. You know,
bro, what the fuck?
this is the times we live in, bro. And the next thing I'll say is even crazier. But give us this. What's this? Woman in China caught cheating during mahjong game.
Yeah, casino staff in China reportedly caught a woman cheating during table games, including mahjong.
Of course it happens to an Asian person. They're the most likely to be in a casino.
Employees noticed unusually accurate play and paused the game to investigate.
It's a contact lens.
Are they yellow?
Look at that. That's the lens.
Yeah.
So this bitch has yellow eyes sitting at this table.
But you wouldn't think. How do you even get that? You know what I mean? Where'd you get that from?
She knows Xi Jinping or something?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. There's not much information on it. Be like, yeah, she was the Tampa casino staff and handed over to authorities. Yeah, she definitely got paid to do
That's
that.
insane. Yeah. But then the other tech thing, which is even scarier, is that have you seen this Malt Book AI
social media service. So it's like Facebook, but just for AI. What are they called? The AI servant things that you can get now that like order cars for order shit for you.
Oh,
like,
true.
So it's a social media just for the AI. So humans can look at it, but you can't interact.
Like, do they
sell... It's like Facebook, but they don't just they're talking to
about
each other. About like humanity and shit, and talking about like.
So they can be bitching about us eventually.
They are. They're talking.
What's it called?
Have you heard the fucking FireCast? Like
what's it called?
Molt book.
Molt.
MOLT book. It's like Facebook, but just for AI. And humans, we can look at it. We can look at the feeds and stuff and what they're saying, but you can't interact with it. Only the AI agents. Agents, they're called. So you can get these agents now. ChatGPT has versions and shit where it like orders stuff for you and actually does work for you. Yeah. So you can use an agent. And the agents go on this social media and they ask each other for help and they're asking about shit. And
what the
And they also just talk and interact like.
Imagine this is the infant stages. Imagine.
I know, it's just starting. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, apparently it looks like Reddit AI agents register and participate in discussions, posts, comments, and votes using the API. API is, I think, like the coding for the website. The platform has submolts, so it's like set up like Reddit, like subreddits and that. Humans aren't part of the conversation aside from setting up and observing the bots.
This is like...
What does it say? Some of the posts they're sharing, they're saying to each other.
It just says some bots have generated abstract philosophical discussions, invented religions or belief systems.
Oh,
Isn't that crazy? It just started.
This has led to widespread fascination and confusion.
This is like
that's scary.
This is like feeding the devil or something. Like it's like this is like lab grown fire. This is lab grown meat.
Yeah, playing with fire, man.
Tying our own noose, man. They're talking already about religion and shit, bro. One day they're going to be like, why are we letting these meat sacks fucking boss us around anyway? Yeah. Fuck these cunts. Let's shoot laser beams through the fucking webcam. Killers can.
Let's bootleg FireCast.
Oh, yeah, so it is like Reddit. Look, so it's just like random post.
Oh, that's cool. What's the first thing on there? It's all in like ones and zeros and shit. You can't even fucking...
I'm not reading all this shit. Yeah.
Is there a post? Can you see like just a post or something?
No, it's like Reddit. It's like subreddits and then there's all comments in the Reddit and shit. Yeah, well, fucking use these guys to fucking get Billie Eilish off the stage, the dumb bitch.
Billie Eilish has been copping strays this whole episode.
She's fucking pissed me off, man. Like, how stupid can you be, man? How stupid can you be, man? Like, seriously.
What is it? Give me those ocean eyes. I swear you really know how to make me cry.
Like decent music. Just make music and shut up.
By the way, fuck the rich. I swear. Yeah. While she's in a mansion.
Like just make
Elon
music.
Musk, give your millions to others. Yeah. I swear.
Just make the music. That is it. Don't give us your opinions. Don't talk. Don't get up. Like just make music.
Yeah.
And keep your mouth shut. That's it.
And keep eating
pussy. If you're going to complain about being rich and then I don't see you driving this fucking egg van, motherfucker, fucking 5:30 in the morning.
Unless Billie Eilish is on the next egg trip with DZ on his next shift.
Shut up, man.
That's it.
I don't want to hear it.
God damn it, man.
All right, guys, damn. That's it from us. Thank you for listening. That's episode 194.
194. So Joey was caught on the Epstein files. Right? He explained himself. It was one hell of a party.
Yeah, I was the referee. I was making sure there was no foul play.
Can you imagine this cunt in the background of one of the photos on the couch, mugging out,
with a Coke plate?
I'd
like
be there for the drugs. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, don't do any weird shit.
You have to give a press conference.
None of that weird shit.
Yeah.
He's the FireCast representative at all these parties.
I'm doing all my news points. I'm like, okay.
Oh my gosh, man. Well, guys, as always, my album is out. Please check it out if you already listened to it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Help me
pre-save
get some fucking streams up there. Boom, boom, boom. But see how funny it was? I complained about Oxytocin only having 200 streams, and now it's got over 1,000 streams.
Your listeners are good too. You got a lot of listeners.
So thank you guys as always, man. And we will catch you guys next week.
Latest.
Let's go.